Welcome. What it is, what it do. This is the Peace Dealer. Oh, wait, let me wait. I forgot there's a lag from when this starts. Welcome. What up, tribe? Like Miss Tribal So said, how y'all doing? Shout outs to y'all being mad patient. I was working on the Patreon horoscopes. Shout out to Elaine Chu and Nika and K Martin. I'm flying into Cali tomorrow, so I'm so used to doing stuff last minute. It's catching up to me. But yeah, this weekend is going down. Holla at ya boy. Shout out to those of you who are going to be at the Viridian Summit. Please also keep in mind that there is a pay-per-view option if you'd like to stream the event. How do you guys feel about the clapback and the other spells? Makita said I was fine yesterday. Now I've been sad all day. We have shifted this energy, and that will account for rapid shifts in how your body can kind of cope with the energy. So worry not. This is really just more so in your case, Makita, or anyone else, you feeling the effects of this energy that's been released. It's kind of like going on an ecstasy trip, and then your body has to make up for the serotonin that was lost. We released a whole lot of negativity. So I know personally I slept in today because I went to sleep late. But yeah, worry not. This is for those of you who are feeling really sad. I definitely want you to imagine the opposite of that, because that's what you're gonna feel. 3 times as happy, and like as soon as now, because the moon is in Sagittarius. So keep that in mind. I may even have a special guest show up today. You never know. The moon in Sagittarius for me has already brought some really interesting developments. So make sure you show up where necessary. We're going to do a small ritual right now. Make sure you hit that like button. You watching this right now, if you are actually logged in to your YouTube account and you like this video, please hit that like button on the left. I really usually don't stress about this, but I realized, why not? Let's show our presence here. We're going to do not really a ritual or a ceremony. Allison said, I missed the clapback. Can I still do it? Will it work? You can do the clapback ceremony anytime. Some of you, I'm going to do super chat, by the way. Anyone who donated since the ceremony for New Moon Scorpio, I'm going to start with that one. So if you donated already, you don't have to tip again. You can, but yes. Once again, this is a, if you ever feel like you need to clap back, you can watch that video as many times as you want to. Really keep that in mind. It is fixed. That is now a time capsule, and it works infinitely. So other than that, let's do a visualization exercise, because this quantum self-realization is going to return on the final lesson and level of this retrograde transit that we're definitely meant to learn very profoundly. Who is your quantum self? Who is this being? Who does this being represent to you? And I want you to just visualize that for now. What does it look like? Your quantum super self, the most realized state of yourself. Who is this person? Who does it look like? Who does it feel like? You are welcome to comment down below if there's like an actual name for this or a description. So the thing about this is, I want you, should you choose to accept, this is your divine mission. Shout out to Sinath M. I feel supernatural. Likewise, right? Belle is a goddess of elements in the spiritual realm. I want to let you know, this is meant to be abstract. So, when you feel that this comes from this etheric place or a place that's not so real, it is an actual place. Whether it is a symbolic representation of your imagination, an actual realm, it exists. So it's here. Now, the whole lesson between Virgo and Pisces is that between the relationship of existence and reality, whereas Virgo is reality and Pisces is existence itself, or a representation of existential perception. So I'd like to invite you to the whole reality and more fact or more thought process that just because something exists, or rather, just because something is not real at a given moment in time, it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. And this is where the other two mutable signs of magic, Sagittarius and Gemini, come into play, because in between existence and reality, you have truth and meaning. So this is where I say, just because something is true doesn't mean that it's necessarily real, right? You may go into the future and see that you're going to become president of the United States of spaghetti. And while that might not be real, real is influenced by Virgo in that it is time based. Something is factually real the moment it becomes in reality, right? It's crystallized. But something could be true or exist before it's real. This is where timing comes in. You're meant to be the spaghetti, the president of spaghetti, but it's not yet time. So it is not yet real, but it's still true and it still exists. Existence will require Piscean or abstract energy where it may not be real or real yet, right? The flying spaghetti monster is not real. I mean, if you truly believe it's real, but it exists. And this is a weird way to think of existentialism, because even though it's not real, it still exists as a concept. It still exists as an idea. It still exists. And that existence carries an energy. This is why Pisces can see that which exists. A great way to imagine Pisces, and just like Brittany said, if you can imagine it, it must have existed somewhere in some time. Even if it never becomes real. Remember now, Virgo is the 6th house and Pisces is the 12th house. And in that sense, existence supersedes reality. So something that might never be real doesn't make it any less existing, if I say that right. And a way to imagine this Pisces energy, HH, I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you talking callers? Important convo. Please, could you clarify that? But the way to imagine this is whenever you imagine something, Whenever your subconscious creates an idea or thought, you have created a subatomic particle in the form of a thought that becomes a thing that you can now feed or nurture before it becomes real. It's an imagination as a cloud. It exists as a thought, Gemini, and then it becomes real, Virgo. And then you see it, the meaning of it, Sagittarius. So keep this in mind because this applies very much so to your quantum self, an aspect of yourself that through believing it exists will become very real. And it is your thought and mind and attitude that's the gateway, Gemini, into making it real from the spiritual realm of your internal world. So keep that in mind, Sagittarius. Keep that in mind because this is very important as this return to Uranus is going to have you really explore the upper limits of your power, the upper limits of your superpower, and the higher reality of aspects of yourself you weren't ready to accept. Some of you weren't ready to accept darker aspects of your character because you might have seen yourself in a certain light until Uranus went into Taurus and you started to realize how you can accept certain aspects of your shadow. And so you're realizing now you can come back and accept this. Here's a horrible example. You might have found at the very end of Uranus and Aries moving into Taurus, holy crap, I'm the devil. I'm really the devil. Like that's who my real self is, my super self. And you might have felt certain things about the devil. Hey, Shiley. And this might kind of get in your way of seeing it for as it is. And then Uranus went into Taurus and you learned about certain personifications and elements of the shadow that take away the stigma of it. And so now that Uranus is back in Aries, you can accept this devilish side of you. And that's a horrible example. It could apply the other way around. You can find out, oh, wow, I'm a being of light. And you realize, oh, wow, I'm so used to being more dark. I didn't know I had this part of me. There's an inverse nature to this that is coinciding with the opposition to Venus and the square to the north and south node. Shifts like this are so not coincidental. It really makes you wonder, who writes this script? What is this universal force of knowledge that knew beforehand to flow these energies, to dance in the beautiful ways they do? Well, you're going to realize, beloved, it is you. Are you ready to harness power that you didn't even think possible? As you tap into the connectivity of the collective while still maintaining your own uniqueness? It's not going to be easy, but no one ever said it was supposed to be. And you really want to give yourself the benefit of the doubt here, as you're really going to access and harness the upper limits of your power that you weren't able to before, because you didn't have the values necessary that Uranus evolved for you. Someone said, Ceneth brought up a good point. You may have seen an aspect of your power, especially for you Aquarius risings or Gemini or Libra risings. When Uranus was at the very end of Aries, you manifested your superpower. And it might have manifested in schizophrenia. It might have manifested in mental illness. It might have manifested in auditory hallucinations, visual hallucinations, facets of yourself you weren't ready to control. Because the way power works is you need time to temper it. And when it first unleashes, it can kind of be unruly. Then a lot of this energy grounded in Taurus, you realized, holy shit, this isn't as much schizophrenia as much as it is me literally hearing auditory voices with my clairaudience. Wow, this isn't necessarily me seeing visual hallucinations. This is me being clairvoyant. Not to say that the mental illness wasn't existent, but now that you've grounded this energy, you're able to see it for what it is. You're able to control, you're able to identify with this without shunning it. Or even if you got it the first time, you get it better. So this is amazing for a myriad of reasons. Uranus is going to retrograde until the 7th of January, which is when all this energy moves into Capricorn. We are in a great transition period. We're about to move out of the real world back into the spiritual after Sagittarius season. And then once we step into Capricorn season, we're stepping into the next karmic cycle where we decide the relationships we move forward with. You have decided that you are going to be your greatest self. And now you're going to decide who you go up that mountain with. This is why Capricorns, Sagittariuses, Scorpios in the civilian world, the media world, in battle are having to deal with very profoundly great elements of conflict with this divine RPG and are getting ready primarily to step into a powerful aspect and sense of themselves. Even more so when you take into account a lot of how there's literally just going to emerge your cerebral apex from you. It's important to know that you have reached aspects of your quantum self, but it has happened. Like so many of you are so powerful. You've triggered. Some of you have stopped time. You've literally teleported. You've shifted dimensions within intent, but you did it so fast that to you, it may have manifested as a twitch, or it may have manifested as a flash of insight, whereas you have actually manifested supernatural ability you might not have fully controlled, and your conscious mind was not able to process what the hell even happened. Some of you know this because your intuition has straight up told you, and you've confirmed it with other people who can see. This is why psychic relationships are the next wave. Welcome, by the way, to the next wave. Now that we have supernaturally evolved the first element of our power out of our subconsciouses into our conscious, now that we're conscious of this, you will now use those powers to manifest soulmate relationships with people who you can bring out those powers more. So for those of you who have been wanting to know how to manifest that twin flame, how to manifest that divine partner, you've all been manifesting each other the whole time, subconsciously. And if you want to know how you're going to do this, you're going to do it. It's not going to just fall in your lap. You're going to use your own superpowers to manifest this relationship. And this is where I say, who do you really see yourself as? Who do you really know yourself to be? Okay? Because you're going to harness electricity at your fingertips. I want you to envision who this person is. And as you take action as that quantum self. Practice from now moving forward, staying in that vibe. So now that you're harnessing that Uranus and Aries, when it shifts into Taurus, the end of February, the beginning of March 6th, March 8th, actually, you're going to step in with that fixed sense of yourself. And so while this is retrograding, like Aquarian Adept said, we still have a good deal of time to practice or relearn our superpowers. When Neptune hits Aries, it gets real. She ain't saying nothing but the truth, my friends. Don't feel like you even have to have it all perfect. This is about beta testing. This is about testing because we're in Saturn and Capricorn. And it's not established until it's in Aquarius, established as knowledge. So you are encouraged to experiment with Sag, test with Capricorn, and do with Aries. What if others know about your superpower before you manipulate and use it? Great question. It's not a question of if. There are other people that do know. There are certain people who just intuitively can claircognizantly know, or people who have seen it, but they're terrified to tell you because they know that you have an unconscious control of this, and they don't know if they tell you if it'll trigger something. This is something that I want to introduce to you. There are a lot of you who have 12th and 8th houses. There are certain people who have seen your power and they don't know how to approach you. They're intimidated. They're not afraid. They're not necessarily afraid of you because they have power too, but they're intimidated. They don't necessarily know how to approach you. Some of you, this has to do with mental illnesses. Some of you don't know how to approach people who kind of are not right in the head, or you think aren't right in the head, because you don't know if it'll offend them. You don't know how to talk to them about their power. And Venus retrograde in Libra just wants you to do it. Just talk. If any of you are worried about awkwardness, you cannot escape the cringe. You cannot escape the cringe. You people are afraid of the cringe. I was molded by the cringe. I have Saturn on my moon with Uranus and Neptune. I was molded by the cringe. I was raised in awkwardness. I am comfortable in my own cringiness. You can call me cringe man. It is nothing to fear. It is everything to socially distort energy, giving you the amazing ability to transmute this into your own confidence. Many of you see the cringe as something to fear. I have lived the cringe life all my life. I know you see this charismatic personality on YouTube who is just so dashing and chocolatey and handsome and slightly narcissistic. But when I tell you, I have had awkward moments all my life, it has allowed me to become a connoisseur of cringe, to where I can not only sit comfortably in awkward moments, but I can have odd meta commentary in my head about how awkward the moment is, laugh at it, and make it even more cringy. Soon I will take delight in the cringiness that others feel. But some of you who are awkward as far, if you consider yourself super awkward, congratulations. You are now in the age of cringe. Like any one of you, this is actually going to be very uncomfortable for people who have great social, gifts. For people who are usually cool, even though everyone feels cringe, like no one can escape awkwardness, but people who are more socially adept, this is going to be very challenging for them. For those of you who had the cringe first and you felt uncomfortable, you're going to feel like you can finally breathe. It's just going to be like, wow, this isn't that awkward anymore. But that's because you're just so used to the cringe. So if you consider yourself awkward AF, it is your time. Ja'Cory Mack, I hope you know cringy karaoke is amongst us. That is just no denial. I am the king of cringy karaoke. Oh, yes. I think the last karaoke song I sang was I like the bartender. Yeah, she been looking for me. I like the bartender. Okay, I like the bar. This is how I sang it for real, too. I like the bartender. Yeah, she been looking for me. Na, 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 na. All right. Okay. Even though they had lyrics on screen, it was so cringy. But anyway, yes. You get to own your cringiness. Uranus is the planet of cringiness. When you see that delusional, strange mofo that's just nothing they're doing makes sense, that's Neptune. But when you see that awkward, cringy dude who has no awareness, or worse, they do and they know what they're doing, they know they're being cringy, that's Uranus. Uranus is the one with the creeper face. Like, anyway, My real self is coming out. Other than that, this is very important because you're just going to reach a peak state of abilities that, once again, you weren't ready to explore, but now you are. This is highly important because at a very great level, a lot of what you do has much to do with how you stand up for the evolution of yourself. Please keep in mind that you are not really meant to perfect this energy. Once the outer planets are close to Cancer and Virgo, we are now delineating and analyzing how we can perfect what we do. This is all about making mistakes, but you need to make it in the greatest way. If you make a mistake, you need to make it with swag. Like, I did that. I did that. No, that was me. It was cringy, but yeah. So keep that in mind. Mars is about to sextile this. Mars rules Aries. Uranus rules Aquarius. This mutual sextile, woo, is going to do it for you. And what's in between both of those? Neptune and Pisces. And so this is going to create an abstract understanding of your awareness that will literally rub the nip, that will literally entail aspects of your energy that you're not used to doing. And what I'm trying to say is, in order for you to step into very profoundly and activate this superpower, what Mars in Aquarius, Uranus retrograde, and the Sun in Scorpio want you to do is to transform how you do things. Your subconscious is leading you to do things in unconventional ways you're not used to doing. So the reason why a lot of you are blocking yourself, double cheeseburgers, is because you're trying to activate supernatural power in a natural way. Like, my superpower that I'm developing is super normal no jutsu. It's amazing. I do normal things, but in a super way. The reason why I need this power is I'm low-key retarded. I'm really dumb. Like, I'm smart, but I'm dumb. So I don't really have the best focus because I refuse to discipline myself to do that. And I wing everything. But with my supernatural powers of being super normal, I can wash dishes. I can do normal people things. My wish can come true. I know I act like a rebel, but my greatest wish is to be normal. And I can be super normal. I can do normal things in super ways. You have no idea how much that's my dream. To turn in assignments on time and not procrastinate. Oh my gosh, it will be a dream come true. And you really do have to be willing to be unconventional as all hell. New anime confirmed. All right. It's like One Punch Man, but just doing normal things. I aced my test. I used my superpowers to study extra hard last night, and I woke up early, so I was able to get every question right. Oh, yes. Keep this in mind, because you're going to find that there's a super unconventional quality. Now, let me give you great news. There's a karmic portal that's opening. The reason why your super self is opposite Venus is because you're ready to engage a mirror. There's somebody in this world, Saitama, there's somebody in this world who mirrors your supernatural progress. Uranus and Venus are going to pair you two together. Somebody who is on your same path or opposite because of the North Node. So you're going to find you attract characters who are almost opposite you, but just similar enough. You're opposite each other, but you mirror exactly what you're going through. And this is where relationships get quantum. because of this opposition. This is why Venus needs to retrograde, because humanity needs to reevaluate. Oh my gosh, relationships aren't the same anymore. Now, because I'm super psychic, other people are bringing their super psychic juju. And now we have to do this on a higher level. This is not exclusive to romantic relationships. You'll find that your friendships apply in this way too. And wonder teams start to form in preparation for Guild Wars, Divine RPG 3. We are at Scorpio season. Scorpio season, Sagittarius season, and Capricorn season are the final 3 seasons for Divine RPG 1, because the divine race has begun. And once we have the eclipse in Capricorn, we start off with the divine race. The divine race entails you living your best life. That's it. Jupiter in Sagittarius is going to give you the inspiration and the juice and the passion to live your best life. And in a span of a year, the race is who does the most or who does the best with their best life. Fire is competitive. So whoever wins the divine race will have recruitment priority, Divine RPG 3, when we get into Guild Wars. Living your best life for a whole year, now that people have supernaturally evolved, are going to fill in and basically max out their experience level. So this is how this works. Divine RPG 1 was basically your opportunity to simulate God consciousness at a subconscious level. Divine RPG 2 is when it gets conscious, sight, you start to see it, and you created your character, Divine RPG 1. Divine RPG 2 is when you grind experience points, Sagittarius experience. Your job for a whole year is to max your level, because at the end of Divine RPG 2, whatever level you're at is the level you go into the Guild Wars at. So live your best life. The people who grind the most and reach their peak will make it into Divine RPG at the final level. During recruitment, you can level up some more, but you won't have time because you're building your guild. I hope this sounds exciting as all hell, because 2021, 2022 is not that far from us. And we're literally going to have guilds fighting each other. It's going to be like a civil world war. And people with magical powers fighting other groups with magical powers, fighting territories. It's like everyone for themselves, but it's not one, it's guilds. It's going to be freaking awesome. You might see this initially grounded in like an MMORPG that everyone plays. It's like Fortnite. But yeah, this is very important, because a whole lot of how you shout out to the coach, a whole lot of how you step into this energy will very greatly determine and develop how you move forward primarily as well, which is super important for very amazing reasons. BRB. On top of that, what you're going to realize quite primarily is how powerfully you can step into different dimensions. Astro Guilds Online. Honestly, if we made this an actual video game, that would be the greatest thing we could ever do as a guild. Also, it's too early to recruit, but the $1 Billion Vibe Tribe is a very, what's the word? It fulfills the requirements. So the $1 Billion Vibe Tribe can be a guild. And we are in a position where we can pool our resources together to work on projects like creating an actual video game or a dating website service. So great idea, Elaine. How about seeing things about people that are negative? Yale, this is a great question. especially for Sun in Scorpio, Sun Virgo, and Sun Capricorns. Y'all are literally here to see the negative parts of people. It's important that you balance it with their positive. You're going to see things in people that are negative. Great question, Adjustment Bureau. But it's very important that you weigh it out with the positive. As long as you don't see it as only negative, then it'll give you the necessary balance. So keep this in mind, because the next level of this, mirror dimensions. How many of you have stepped into a pocket dimension where you manipulate time, and the time that elapses in the dimension is not necessarily the time that elapses here? Many of you are not aware that you've done this in your sleep. You've done this driving in your car. You've done this. There is a whole separate reality that exists. That's not separate. It's conjoined with here, rather, that exists quite powerfully in the sense where it happens so fast, like the realm of archangels. If you were able to vibrate your energy super quickly, you would realize, oh snap, I see a lot of angels and beings. It's kind of like the sun, the star that travels. We see the sun in this dimension as a star. But if you were to look at the spiritual dimension of this, the higher dimensions, the sun might actually be an entity. The planets that we see as rocks might actually be heavenly beings. And you that is in this human body might actually be a higher light being. So when you actually take apart this one experience and you either go slower or internal or you expand, this frequency shift of energy is going to allow you to account for the evolution of your subconscious and conscious and superconscious awareness. In other words, what I'm trying to say, my friends, is you're going to experience things that your mind and body can't put into words, more so than you're already experiencing. And you just have to trust your initial perspective. For example, some of you see a sign about someone and you think that it means you're meant to be with that person, when it probably means you're meant to be with an aspect of that person, or you're meant to be with someone who's like that person, or you're meant to be with that person. Do not attach with what you perceive, but go with the flow. Internalize it, receive it, but don't attach to it. This is so important, because the synchronicities and signs that you got in 2015 to 2017 are coming all the way back, but you're going to understand it like never before. Okay. This is where the twist occurs. The type of twist is when you realize the final boss that you were fighting was really you. And now you have to kick your own ass. Psych, you don't have to kick your own ass. You're just going to kick ass. Okay. So really keep this in mind. Your super conscious is operating faster than you. Some of you are marveling at the fact that there are aspects of your own self that are more advanced than your conscious mind. Some of you are getting punked by your own subconscious. Some of you, your bodies will be looking at something, you'll say something, and then your eyes will direct you to what you've seen. And it's like, oh my God, that was magic. And it's like, you might have been under the mistaken assumption that you are the only one that is running this show within you. Some of you are going to really come to the realization that there is more than one vessel that is inhabiting your body. Common medicine and theoretical classical science does not acknowledge the existence of souls or spirits in the essence that more than one soul can inhabit a spirit, or that more than one soul can inhabit a physical vessel. This is seen as multiple personality disorder. When you take into account energetic attachments, symbiotic energy, as well as shared souls, it is very possible to not only have more than one entity within you, but because you are multidimensional, it is a lie to think that you're supposed to live a whole life as one persona. So when people say you've changed, the only thing constant is change. You're awakening different aspects of you. This is why Gemini and Pisces are the most multidimensionally tapped in, because the nature of our spirit gives us awareness of not multiple personalities, but multiple dimensionalities. For so long, we have been diagnosed. And because there's not literature or rhetoric to explain this, there's no knowledge about it. So people are not given the way to develop it. And as such, when people are not given the way to develop their multidimensionality, it will manifest as mental illness. So it's not necessarily mental illness because it's false. Someone isn't false because they have multiple personalities. It's more so because there's no work being done to explain this. So where someone is supposed to be taught, like there's a lot of you, and this is what this Uranus return to Aries is really having a lot of you realize. A lot of you are realizing you're in a system that represents a sandcastle. This sandcastle was built before you were born. The sandcastle has a lot of words, and the sandcastle has a whole lot of energy that very much so is established with ideas and theories. Well, some of you are realizing I need to go and build my own castle because this system doesn't support who I am. In some cases, many of you are realizing that the system or systems set in place go against who you are. And there is a subtle war to get rid of you and to make other people feel like you're just weird. And they're slowly weeding you out, like breeding you out. But you're fighting against that. And a lot of you are creating your own castle, but what do you realize? You're starting from scratch. And that means it's going to take a lot more time. Whereas other people who align with the system, they can build on. You have to start from scratch. So it's going to take you longer, but it's going to be so worth it. Okay. And with that in mind, I will be right back. I would like for you guys to really hold in your mind's eye your super self. And I'm going to go transform real quick.
because the transformation, thanks for waiting, but the transformation is already happening, because with Uranus and Aries, at any time you could grow hair. You know, you could get stylistic on them. Like, there's just so many things that could happen at the blink of an eye. But you weren't expecting that. But I told you, like, this race of beings that are in the sun, at any time they can come down there watching you right now. They're watching the transformation. It's just, wow, just happens. Accent, glasses, everything. It's not a makeover, it's a takeover. Yeah. We told you, for real. Like, who's your guild? Who is your guild? Like, if we're going to war, like, who do you want on your side? What's your magic looking like? Whew. See, that opposition that I was just talking about, Uranus and Venus, right? Were you really paying attention to the whole piece? Like, you're gonna get matched up. You're gonna get matched up with that person. That relationship is gonna come in. It's gonna start like, wow, how'd that happen? And me, you know, the peace dealer, being a projector, like, I'm here to bring that knowledge. That's it. So, man, any how y'all doing tonight? The transformation is here. Blue flame. People really need to understand. I'm telling you, it can all happen. Right. Get what, gypsy vibe. I don't understand. Like, what do you mean? What WTF? You know what's happening. Right. I mean, yeah, we're here. No, why not Snoop? But anything could happen. We could transform again, and Snoop could be here. You know? Where my gummies at? Where my gummies at? Oh, nah. Anything could happen. But this is our time. It's not even a game. It's all about how serious you are about the transfer. But see, you also have an option to get left behind, because everybody's not gonna get it. That's why as we see Uranus going back into Aries, it still has to go through Taurus, but in 7 years it's going to be 2027 before you know it. And that's when a lot of these other different arts, there's a commingling now. There's a commingling of the guilds. So just like in Fortnite, you got to have somebody who's good with the archer. You got to have somebody who's good with the hammer. You got to have somebody who's good with the cards. You got to have somebody who's good with the knife. You got to have somebody who got a good talk game. Just like the A team is back, you know? So who are you? Are you B.A. Baracus? Who are you? You're through the gate, MK? Is that MK Ultra? You're closing in soon. Fly your freak flag. Now, wait a minute. Don't fly your freak flags too high. Hold on for a second. Yeah. The angels are everywhere. They've been here. Like, that's not even new news anymore. Yeah. Stop playing Fortnite so much, though. We got to be more serious about us. We got to form a guild like Fortnite. Did y'all just hear the ideal I was telling y'all about? Like, we should design this game. Didn't I just tell you? We got to design this game for us, where it's the astrologers. You're going to have a tarot gang riding. It's going to be a tarot game. It's going to be a vegan tarot game riding against meat-eating astrologers. Guild Wars. And then a lot of y'all think that Jupiter and Sag is going to be so sweet. Trick or treat. Saturn has the last say. Saturn has the last say, because you got to move with integrity. So everybody's like, oh, yes, today it just got here. It's on and popping. And Saturn is like, hold it. Let me check this shit. False prophets. They're going to come out. That's what's going to happen around here. Yeah, the meat-eating astrologers. Where the meat-eating astrologers at? Vegans, raise your left hand. Meat eaters, raise both hands. Don't shoot. Time for another transformation. Wait, BRB.
Oh yeah, it's on and popping. Let me shift this camera. Actually, you could just come to the left a bit. So yeah, I had to transform right quick with the brother Coach Kair. Oh yeah, our meat eater right here. Don't shoot. Don't shoot me with your vegan carrots. And I was joking. So yeah, Uranus and Aries, my friends. You know we couldn't do a Uranus broadcast without again a little
lit, baby.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is my higher self right here. Like Brett asked. You know what it do. For those that don't know, we're definitely gonna do a peace talk pretty soon.
He keeps saying that. You keep saying that. I came all the way to Vegas to call his bluff. All the way to Vegas.
Impromptu peace talk. You know what it is. So yeah, I mean, we're actually going to get into the super chat really soon. I see Kair bought some dope ass cards. I didn't even know there were human design cards. So this is getting in. Before we do that though, I just want to close out with the theme of Uranus. Is going to retrograde back. It's going to go direct January 7th. And from Capricorn season to Pisces season is the period that it goes back out of Aries and into Taurus. And that represents the time in the spiritual realm, you know, between Sagittarius and Pisces that will entail a greater sense of imagination that needs to be incorporated. Oh, here you go. Much needed incorporation of imagination that will very powerfully determine how real you not only believe in this super self, but how you're going to now change your thinking around. This is going to be after the eclipse that will move things forward. And like Kair was saying earlier, you know, everyone has what they bring to the table. So the more you really focus on your strengths, your super self, the better this will now start to play on other people. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. There's one more thing though, and that is the invisible space that exists between people, in the sense where like there's that law, like, you know, when you're about to do something, but you won't because you're worried about if the cops show up. Well, theoretically, that's dying. That's Pluto and Capricorn. There's this pretense where it's like we're protected by invisible laws. Like, think about why there's not a riot right now. Because certain people, it's nothing you see, but certain people know if they do something, it'll be met with a consequence. So you'll find, starting with this Uranus transit, that invisible energy, that adherence to structure and law starts to break in way for revolution, where you will see people who don't care about risking it all. And this is why I say there could be more domestic terrorism. And this doesn't necessarily work just in this terror way. It can work inspiring as well. But yeah, anything to add on there, bro?
So lately I've been messing with this human design, but I haven't said anything, right? Since like I had it for like 7 years. And this was the 8th year. And in March, I just started digging into it. And so astrology to me is like good marijuana. The cards is good crack. But this human design is heroin, because it's got I Ching, it's got astrology, but it's so new and you can get on it so quick. You've been describing it the whole night when you've been saying Uranus and Aries. That's knowledge of self. That's knowledge of self, and it's retrograding. So you need to review the knowledge of self, which is your body graph. Your body graph is how you're going to start operating. Like, you only have 2 centers open. All you have is your bam. Come here, player. You're a projector, so you're doing your job, and it's being revealed. You're supposed to guide us, but there's a lot of generators that are in here that are coming and saying, yo, tell me which way. Tell me which way. That's where the guild is. You're already forming your team. Oh, and the key is, I don't give a F. I don't give a F. This is for my squad. This ain't for views. This is because this is what's righteous, and this is how I am designed. You're designed to do what you're doing. And everybody's getting ready to start discovering their own design. Discovering your own design is what? Knowledge of self, Uranus and Aries. Because I was like, oh, I'm gonna talk about this. I was like, he said, I'm talking about Uranus and Aries. I was like, then I pulled a chart up while you were talking, and I was like, look at this projector ass nigga. Because people are going to come and start completing the places that were empty. The voids. So I have all of these motors. All these that are empty for you. Oh. So right now, there's 7, not just, instead of 2 being full, there's 7 full and only 2 empty, because my head and ajna are empty too. Cool. So now we got the emotions. I brought the emotions. I brought the ego. You brought the identity. You brought the throat and the manifesting. And I brought the sacral, and I brought the spleen. And so now we doubled up on them. But now it's working together, impromptu, Uranus.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the exact day, Jupiter goes into Sag.
Yeah, that too.
But I got Taurus in the 9th house. So you bring in the philosopher today for the people. And I had to bum rush him because he kept bluffing everybody. He kept telling me I was going to be on there. You know what I mean? I had to get the flow. This is how important this show is. It's 11 o'clock in Atlanta. It's Atlanta, GA right now. Yeah. Big shouts out to the shorties in Atlanta, Georgia right now. The East Coast, we're giving you a lot of love. Man, we love you on the East Coast.
That's what they do. I can't wait to go out
East
there.
Coast, man. Come through.
So Georgia is like Central Time?
Eastern.
Oh,
right. That's why I always come in late. You on my hours.
That's what it do. That's really what it do. So
I'm not an Aries, but I got Aries rules my 8th house. So I go deep. So I initiate my own transformation.
Yeah.
But that was a good try though. You were close. You know what I'm saying? You almost got a cash out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Help a sister out. What you need?
All day, every day. So yeah, let's close this by go into the super chat. I'm gonna pull 1 card for everybody. I normally do like 12 for each sign, but I'm going to pull 1 card for everybody right now.
Me too. You ain't gonna leave me out.
Holler. Is that, what deck is that?
Oh, this is Tatiana's fortune cards.
Oh, nice.
Remember I told you it was like 600, but I finally kept looking, seen it for 250, then I got it for 3606.
Oh.
You find one of these for less than 100, you better be all over it.
Whoa.
You know you're getting a reading tonight. But
What's up? All right, so I do have the 10 of Pentacles. A lot of wealth, but I feel like I influenced that one because I looked at it. We do have the King of Cups, which is emotional mastery. I'm gonna pull 1 more.
And the man, a distinguished man. Distinguished man operating in character. Could be Saturn.
Yeah, in character, that makes sense. Well, here's the Empress again. We pulled this before for the clapback spell.
The clapback? I missed the clapback spell.
Oh, it's all good. This is pretty dope. I can almost feel the energy from the cards coming out too. It's like I'm having to adjust. Peace out, divine tribal soul. All right, so I'm gonna pull 1 more official card for everybody, for all signs. The Empress has come out again, embracing the divine feminine, but more so, just expect really great developments in your love and finances.
Gate 14. This is possession in great measure. So this is about resources, and this is one of my gates. So gate 14, if you just type in hexagram 14, yeah. Come on, camera, do us right. Come on. Bam. Possession in great measure. So this is your power skills, how are you managing your resources. You already have what it takes. Do you believe in it, and can you bring it into form? You can have the resources, but somebody's better than LeBron James. But guess what? LeBron put the work in and was coachable enough that he's now going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But there's somebody who was whooping his ass in high school. Every time he seen him, he was dropping 50 on Bron. And he smoked out somewhere in Akron talking about, I used to kill that nigga. I used to kill that. And what now? LeBron is going to he had the same resources, but he didn't bring it in the form.
That's deep.
Yeah. No, that's shallow. That's shallow. That's not even deep.
Oh, okay.
There's too many folks out here, man.
True.
You got what it takes. You just got to bring it in the form. That's why your people watching you, baby. That's why they're here.
It's refreshing. That's how. So
somebody who need a man. How do you help people who need a man? What you gonna do? I haven't seen that part of your talent. She said she's looking for a good man.
True. Oh, okay, you mean someone you just saw. I feel you. Damn, I love this man's practical application of this. That's what it do. Well, now we're gonna get to the super chat. So stay tuned. We're gonna start with Walking Miracle. I'll do one, and then we could just alternate.
Okay, talk to me about how super chat works.
Okay, so this actually puts the order, like the people who are sending in, like.
Okay.
So basically,
we'll pull a card for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll just take turns. So I'll start with Walking Miracle.
Ooh, yeah.
And then you could go with Empress. So Walking Miracle, we do have the Queen of Wands for you, which is speaking primarily of you actually dealing with a really powerful woman who is here to match your wits and to kind of complement what you're already doing. So you'll get a lot of passionate insight from her moving forward, and especially in an effort to be a lot more charismatic and exuberant. Let me actually clear these ones, and then we'll do the one. We can alternate the ones for this one. Empress Daisy. We do actually. I have the Ace of Pentacles for you, so let me get back to that. Empress Daisy. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is saying that Jupiter is here to bless you with money and success as you evolve, like you should and like you will. Lady Snake Priestess. We have the Emperor. So the lesson of this is to really rise above depression through your willingness to ground your own authority, to actually in some cases like speak away the depression, but to through this period, come more into your own masculine energies and take order over your life, which you're doing now as your depression will clear and you'll step into. D-Girl 396, the channeled message I have for you is to not give up and to keep moving forward, even though it may seem pretty challenging for you, in the sense where there's certain people in your life who the truth, but they're holding something from you, and you want to keep being persistent. If you feel there's something wrong with someone, it's because there is, and your persistence will bring it out. Yvonne G, we have the Tower card, which is talking about certain upheaval unexpectedly occurring in your life, but you being able to adapt, be willing to see a new awakening, but just in a way you're not used to. Rina, we have the Nine of Cups. Your wish is coming true. Congratulations.
What up, Rina?
Yep.
Let me hold $1.
All right. The Elements of Life. We have the Four of Pentacles, which is assured material gain that will be blessing you and will be giving you greater stability. Darlene, your spirit guides want you. Well, I have the Seven of Pentacles, which is ushering in patience. And your spirit guides want to let you know that what you have been manifesting is so huge, it needs greater time to be put into motion. So you haven't been able to see certain aspects, but as you allow this to come in, you'll gradually see more and more. T'Challa B, we have the King of Swords for you, urging you to stay objective and out of your feelings when it comes to making important decisions. Deborah Carlton, we have the Four of Swords, which wants you to get much needed rest and really be in a right place of your mind and soul. Get as much sleep as you can. Nicole Morales, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter is here to bless you quite fortunately and quite powerfully as well. So definitely take risks that you have luck on your side. Sheesh the beast, you are clearing certain depression, or rather you're clearing certain negative vibes and feelings. Be willing to face what hurts you, and you can gain strength from it. Dujon Williams, we have the King of Cups, which is representing emotional mastery on your part and your willingness to actually come from a more compassionate place and space. Sharon Q, the spirit guides you have. First of all, the Queen of Cups is saying you're coming more into your psychic energy. I love how we pulled this after the King of Cups. And you're definitely developing deeper emotional ability to understand your emotions and others. Your spirit guides want you to apply this empathic ability to hold space for others, even if they annoy the hell out of you. Renee Smith, we have the Four of Pentacles, which is once again assured material gain. There's a lot more money where what you have came from, and you're going to enjoy that. Amanda Jackson, we have the Four of Pentacles for you as well, but this comes with the Ace of Cups. So I see this with like new love, perhaps for someone who is well off financially, or a psychic breakthrough that leads into greater financial development. KH Mason, we have the Six of Cups and the Three of Swords. It looks like maybe something that didn't work well with an ex has an opportunity to be mended with this retrograde, and you'll revisit heartbreaks that you picked up in early childhood, especially revolving around the father figure or how you claim power in your life. There's greater balancing based on very mature decisions that you didn't make as a kid, but you can make now. Miss Leo Scorp Aqua, we have the Chariot card. You should totally move. You will move in the next few months, but this is a green light. You are totally supported in your decision to move, and you got this. Ethernosis. I don't know if you're in the building, Nikki, but the cards we have for you are the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and also the Three of Cups. Go on and celebrate with your bad self. It's literally talking about you flipping money and making so much you celebrate it with people who you really mess with. That's awesome. Treasure Forever, we have the Page of Cups. New love, new love, new love. This is definitely going to entail a very powerful element of psychic awakening, intuitive gifts that come out your heart, and new opportunities to connect romantically. We do have the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords, which is talking about your intuition having the best of both worlds. You're going to intuitively feel emotionally, but logically you'll know how to take your intuition and make critical sense of it. So this is definitely going to help you give and gain amazing advice. Super ultraviolet, true new love. Well, the arrows of love with the Eight of Wands shoot forward, and with this Mercury and Sag transit, things will move very quickly with the potential soulmate or partner. Leslie, we do have the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, which is talking about taking a new idea and working with certain people who can team up with you to make this more of an idea and into greater reality. T'Challa, the clapback is most definitely real. We also have the Tower for you. So this is saying like the clapback spell you have done will have immediately results and shake up those who you've clapped back towards. LVSM87 Sanchez, we do have the 10 of Pentacles. Come and get this bag, this wealth, this tradition that it may really also kind of leads you to passive income, passive recurring income. Malika B, we have the Devil card and the Moon card, which is very interesting. I get the Nine of Cups too, but this to me is black magic, negative intent. And since you have this Jupiter energy in your 12th house right now, you're definitely going to be able to address this. And the first level of addressing this is to know that it's not just in your head, and you're kind of closing out this cycle of being taken advantage of spiritually. And this is definitely going to actually have you regain and restore control, like a Devil card reversed scenario. Miss Leo Scorp Aqua, we do have the Hierophant for you, as you're going to come into new knowledge that will really ground a lot of the wisdom that you've received intuitively. Lynn Daly, we have the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Cups, which is definitely talking about being careful of somebody who is very artsy fartsy and swears they love you, but they just want to get in your pants, and they really just might be deceptive. So be very mindful. This is talking about a Piscean influence, someone who seems cool but has ulterior motives, like a mofo. So now we have cleared the other transit talks. Julie Pulvino, we do have the Tower card for you, talking about unexpected upheaval. So be mindful and be willing to adapt to what shifts. And now we are on the super chat for this transit talk. So how do you want to do this, bro? Do you want to do, I guess we can alternate.
I'm with whatever you call to play, coach. I'm in your house.
Gotcha, man. So Chad, I'm going to start with you, and then we'll just take turns. So you could do Cindy next, and then I'll do Belle. Chad, we got the Four of Pentacles, which is awesome. I love how you always first to get these interpretations. The Four of Pentacles is talking about getting a lot more money and being able to save that money so that you come into greater financial stability, which is awesome for a lot of reasons.
Cindy, what do you need to know about this transit? You get the whip, which is strife. Strife isn't bad, but you just got to do the work. I always look at this as action. You got to start cracking the whip on yourself. Don't just wait for somebody else to crack the whip. The whip is just laying here coiled up with potential energy. Are you going to grab it, or are you going to let somebody else grab it? Nobody's going to come save you up under a rock. You grab the whip, you do the work. If strife is going to come, I'd rather cause it than catch it.
Nice. Belle, the channel message I have for you is you're definitely going to be harnessing. The vision I have is like everyone's awakening, or when people are around you, they get flash insights of realization and they awaken to a degree. It's not like an awakening. Awakening is like an activation that is induced by your vibration. It's like you're sharing passion with people. So while you're so focused on what you're doing, you want to actually be mindful of what's happening like within 5 feet around you, because it's going, you're actually going to start to see, oh, Titanium's Portugal. You're actually going to start to see how a lot of this energy like activates in others. Your moods will be contagious for other people's too. So this will kind of help you step more into that goddess sense of yourself that enlightens in other people's energy.
Miss Bevis, should I send support to Alex during this transit or stay quiet? Your actions are protected by the Celtic Cross. I think this is the last card in the deck. It's one of the most powerful cards. So everything is squared away. For all my traveling brothers and sisters out there, whatever move you're going to do, it's protected. So it seems like you're at a crossroad. That's what this is. So that means I got to give you another one, and we're going to come with the star. So that's more blessings. So now whatever move you make, it seems like a little action, though. I say more star is action more than sitting still. So at this crossroad, I think that your actions are protected and blessed.
Amen. Swirly 777, we got the Ace of Cups, which is talking about psychic breakthrough and new love. I feel like this will be offered to you, and this is going to definitely open up your ability to kind of come more from the heart. I'm really feeling this has a lot to do with breaking through blockages that stopped you from loving too. So you'll feel like it's less awkward. It's more natural.
Who's next?
Astrolex.
Message for 5-star Capricorn stellium in South Node transit coming up, which is already here. Wow. I'm already feeling what I got. Something before I even go to the cards, like on that one right there is integrity. Anybody that's got a lot of activity in Capricorn right now, you have to work on your integrity. All contracts that you sign, bam, Celtic Cross came back up though. So if you're operating in integrity, then you are fine. You're fine. It's going to be tight around the collar, but you can get through it because everything you want is right outside your comfort zone. So what does Capricorn demand? Integrity. So as long as you're moving integrity, when you get to the crossroads, all you got to think is just go into yourself and say, am I moving in integrity? You know when you're not moving in integrity and when you're not stop being influenced by others. Saturn doesn't get influenced. You hear me? Saturn doesn't get influenced by other people. Saturn does the damn influence and saying, sit your ass down. Okay? That's what Saturn does. So act like it. I like that one.
Yeah. Perceived blockages on upholding schoolwork, deadlines, advice, clarity. Well, we do have the Emperor. Nika, your timing is amazing. I'm gonna get your second one right now too. We have the Emperor and the Four of Wands. So when it comes to deadlines, the Four of Wands is talking about you blasting through any blockages. The way to get through blockages is to know what you need to do and get it done. But the Four of Wands is saying there's going to be some pleasant surprises for you. When it's all said and done, you'll be straight.
And this card jumped out the deck. I want the key. This jumps out the deck. No, that's for Nika. While you were talking, I was shuffling. This jumps out the deck. So Nika, you get both. I'm still gonna get you next, Davida. This jumps out. So this got to be for you, Nika.
I was gonna say, like, do you think it might apply to this message?
The one about the friend.
Yeah.
This jumped out when you started talking. So this is at that work. You got the keys. You're holding the keys, boo.
That makes sense. It works with the Emperor.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Y'all stop jumping out the deck. This way turns. Y'all just wait.
Right?
I don't tell them what to do. It doesn't work like that.
The Wheel of Fortune 2 I pulled for your friend. So I get the sense that she can open great doors for you. She represents like a destiny point, like expansion, like messing with her will help evolve you. She's going to open the doorway to greater opportunity for you too, which is pretty cool.
Channel message, Sag, been through a ton. Energies feeling lighter for Davida. Wow. The little boy, just joy. Stay smiling, have that childlike mentality. Sag is fun. If you gotta stay fun, you gotta stay lighthearted. Keep your heart free. Whatever it is that's got some blockages. Look how this child is like on his little toy. He's just riding on his thing. His heart is full of joy. Joy is the gateway to all magic working for you. Have you lost your joy or have you abandoned your joy? All you gotta do is reclaim it. Get back to your childlike nature. Do some like inner child work on yourself. Start saying, instead of saying I'm sorry all the time, start saying how beautiful you are. You need a 2-minute white candle in the bathroom mirror in the dark, talking to yourself about how beautiful you are.
Nice. That was amazing. Stellar. We have the Four of Pentacles. This one's coming a lot. A lot of you getting into your bag and just like coming back with a lot more money.
Squared away.
Yup. So this is really awesome. And it has a lot to do with your passions and your magic with the Strength and the Magician card. So yeah, this is going to really combine what you love to do with the money you make, which is awesome.
Channel message from the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. Sweet. Ooh. The Fox and the Bouquet of Flowers. So the Fox is very crafty. He's witty, works well in teams. Don't look at this as a negative card of someone being shysty. This is about wisdom. And the Bouquet of Flowers is about social. How do you I will put that with the masculine. I put the fox the fox with the masculine and the flowers with the feminine. So more back into intelligent beauty, which is always inner. That's inner for you. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yes, that's what's up. Interesting, Sharon. You were saying that you're seeing and hearing a lot of ones in relation to the physical world. So when it comes to your divine complement, it's if you think of the Ace of Cups in the tarot, I could show you with this Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, it's a card that comes from thin air. And I see this I see this 4 as an extension of that. It's like from the spiritual realm, you're getting insights about your divine complement through dreams, through recognition. So honestly, you want to just continue to contemplate, sit with your emotions, and you will just receive from spirit what to, not even what to do, but just what is, because you already know what to do, but you're going to receive the updated information to know how you do it and what's necessary.
Do I White Cascade? That's funny. I stay off of Cascade in Atlanta.
Oh wow.
Yeah, White Cascade. What it do? Southwest Atlanta, GA. Shout it. Do I push forward with the lawyer or hold off till next year? The sun says you're blessed. Make a move. Don't make it happen. Like, that's bright and shining sun. Any situation is like when the sun comes, like the sun shines on your ventures. So I wouldn't wait. I'd go ahead and move forward.
You can actually go ahead and do her next question too. What's blocking the Cancer man from asking?
Oh, well, the second card was the when I just looked down was the ship. Like, is he too far away? Is he even close? Like, the other card was the ship. So the ship, it means a trip. He may be tripping with somebody else right now. That's why you're not getting it. You know what I mean? Like, if his cup is full, and he could be attached to something else. You got to watch for Cancers. No offense to all Cancer men in the house, but they're sensitive too. Cancer men are overlooked. So where is he attached to? Where is he traveling to? Or is somebody else already riding on his boat? Because Cancer, when you get your emotions into and start pulling in, they are kin to Pisces, so they can lie at times. So I don't know. Maybe a good thing that he's not asking you out on a date.
Cancer's lies are more like the sin of omission, like what they don't say. I feel you on that. Sandy, when will this Cancer man ask me out? Really soon. We got the Page of Cups, which is like literally an invitation. So Sandy, honestly, if you don't mind, I'm Mars and Aries. So if you can let him know how you feel, you can ask him out. But as far as asking when, this is pretty soon. The Page of Cups is a romantic invitation. I personally feel like if you wait, you may wait too long, but this is a green light if you were to open up your feelings to him. The Page of Cups is like a letter of love or a declaration of love. And for Miss Beavis, what does my super self need to ground? Great question. Well, the Justice card is saying you have to make sure that everyone is on the same page as you. You want to make sure everyone is held accountable. You're holding yourself accountable to your own rules, and everyone is fair. Because if no one is fair and balanced, your super self could clap back energy that could hurt others because they have not felt accountable, and it could hurt you in turn. So before this next full moon, make sure all your squares are ducked in a row. That's how you say it. And to make sure everything legal is taken care of and you got what you need.
David Rocher or Rocher, insights for awkward moments, especially with clients. The snake. The snake is another wisdom card. It's not a negative card. It represents wisdom. It came out from the third eye of the Pharaoh in ancient Egypt. This also means silence. Sometimes the silence is time for people to think, or time for people to come from their feelings. Shed some skin too. Like, it's getting ready to get cold, so you got to start getting ready to start dumping some stuff. Also, start thinking about with clients, do you know what your ideal client is? Maybe you need to shed the wrong type of clients. I don't want everybody's money. You know what I mean? So it's awkward because they're not a part of your guild, a part of your tribe. True. So I'm over here because I'm in his guild. I want to come over here because he's a part of my tribe. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's awkward because it ain't right. Don't ignore awkward moments. Go on and slither away.
Now, what am I going through spiritually for Natalie Hughes? You're going through a resting period. Your energy, your subconscious is processing a lot that may be a lot for your conscious. And this is allowing you to sharpen your mind through rest. You can supplement this through meditation, but a lot of your body is just having to rest to, you know, understand downloads, but to more so just to integrate a lot of this supernatural energy. So great question. The more you can rest, the better.
KJ, I'm gonna let Mike get that one about the Vesta and the Cancer, but Margaret, I'm gonna get you right now. Libra guy, 167 IQ, lots in common, but what we've been doing together. Let's see. Oop, pardon. What we've been doing together on a journey, on the road again. You're on the road. Where, I mean, is there clarity? How long you been on this road? Like, you can get off of it at any time. There's an exit off of this road. Just because he's smart, you got lots in common. Like, I see this a lot where his Jupiter could be sitting on your Lilith and you could be really feeling him, but your Saturn could be sitting on his moon and there's nothing that can happen. See that vice versa. You really, why aren't they feeling me? Yeah. Because maybe your Saturn is sitting on his moon. No, I'm sorry. It's just not gonna
personally
happen.
Experienced this too with the Saturn. Like, her Saturn's on my moon, and like she can get very passionate, but it's like I'm just really chill. Like, I'm not really trying to.
She probably was the bomb. She was good and all of that.
Oh yeah.
Right. And you was like, is something wrong with me? Nah, let me look at the chart.
Thank you. I was feeling something was wrong with me because it's like, why aren't I like getting excited? Blam. So thank you, bro. That helped me understand. So Vesta and part of fortune in the 10th is your decision to nurture what you do, the work you put into your career, and to commit to it. And because Vesta is that sacred flame keeper, so making it very spiritualizing your work and really committing to it will put you into a lot of luck. And I also pulled the Wheel of Fortune, so this kind of affirms that, like, it really does kind of give you a great sense of luck, especially with the moon in Aqua, where you come from knowledge already. So I'm going to do. Oh, there was another KJ. Okay, no, it was the same card. Both in Leo. Okay, if it's in Leo, in Cancer 10th house. Oh, I see what you mean. I got another card for you though.
Also, the Aquarius moon is also opposite of the power of fortune and Vesta. Which is Capricorn 4, 5. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm smart people on here, bro, who know their chart.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's awesome. It's really awesome. So I'm gonna pull another card for KJ, and I'll do this one, and then you can start with Sana.
Bet.
So, KJ, the other card I have for you is the Emperor, which is talking about with this evolution and expansion of not just your career, of you're going to step more into the masculine side of your energy. This could actually attract a masculine figure in your life, but you'll find that your ability to command energy with your Aqua Moon especially will be exceptionally powerful. I live in a car. We do have the Justice card. So the message from Spirit is to hold people accountable to your truth, and not just your truth. You really want to, you are a force of justice right now. I don't think you're so aware of it, but like, you just being around people will dole out karma, and you're going to start to be aware of this karmic influence. I don't know if you have the North Node on your sun or moon, but this is definitely going to talk about a great balancing to where you get judged first and then everyone around you.
Lisa Hen, is she next?
Sana,
help our sister out. Cause damn, Sana, do you really need some help? I don't think you need no help, but everything is solid. This is the mountain, but it's also the tip of the iceberg. I love these. He hasn't seen these yet. He hasn't got his read yet. But, this is the tip of the iceberg. So whatever you own, it's the tip of the iceberg. So guess what you gotta do? Dig a little deeper, but you gotta slow down, because the Titanic plus the iceberg with too much speed wasn't a good look. So you gotta slow down, do a little bit more investigating, but you're on to something. All right. So sometimes people just have to be like, stop and dig here. Don't be the person who was like, what was that, 3 inches from gold, and then you left and gave up. And then somebody came and was like, hit that same spot and was like, jackpot. So when they moved to Beverly Hills and you stayed in wherever you were staying, You don't want that.
Damn. Lisa. Oh God. Lisa. Okay, so I'm gonna pull a card in a channel message. The card is the Ace of Pentacles. So you're going to come into a new form of abundance, whether it's a new income stream or a gift, really. Oh, and I got it with the Four of Pentacles. So it's going to be something that puts you into a lot more money. And the channeled message that I have for you, especially concerning the cards, is to not necessarily turn down an opportunity that seems too good to be true, especially if you kind of wave it off, or if it seems like one of those MLM schemes that are more so like that seem like a pyramid scheme. This one might be the jackpot for you. So definitely look into that.
Cha-ching. Who am I on? Love Goddess?
Shannon.
Shannon, what's really good?
What's really good?
You know what it do. Shannon, what's really good? Let's see what's really good for Shannon. You get a special one here. The garden. Have you been to the library? Have you thrown a party yet? Have you started an Instagram page? Do people know where you are? In Paris, France, people used to have socials in the garden. It was when invite other introverts like yourself. Have a party strictly for introverts, like a mass party, or attend one. But you need to get out a little more. Okay, you in too much watching us. Like, get off of here and go, associate with some folks. Be social, Miss Butterfly. You can't stay worming it all the time. Okay, you got everybody got to go through a metamorphosis.
I feel like that was for me too, because I was staying in a lot myself. But not tonight. I'm going out tonight.
You run the empire.
Oh, man. I feel that. Love Goddess. We got the Queen of Pentacles, which I feel like is you. You're stepping into greater financial management. The card split, and we got the Star. So this is a highly influential aspect of yourself that you're not only like coming into, but you're gonna find that you're definitely gonna find that you're able to really surround yourself with greater wealth because of your greater financial management.
I'm glad that Christine, you fell on me tonight. So you're gonna get channel message then card, because every time I see the word trust, Spirit has something for me to tell you. And y'all should thank Christine, because she booked for everybody. Quit being so dang romantic. Trust what people show you. My own brother stole $1,800 out of my altar room. So asked me, said, do you trust your brother?
Damn.
No, don't say damn.
Do you trust your brother?
Yes, to steal from me.
Oh.
I do trust him. Damn. As soon as he comes around, I do trust him to steal from me. And you too. Right. So trust what people show you. What is he showing you? If he's not giving you the energy that you're giving him, then say, hey, I trust that you're not giving me the energy that I'm giving you. Stop trying to want to trust somebody with everything you got and you just seen them. And the card is the cross. See, so you're safe. Make the move. Trust what they show you. What is he? Is he on the square or not? Is he standing on his square and doing squared up things? Is he an upright cat or is he not? Stop ignoring yellow signs, man. You ladies, oh boy, please, another video. Can we do an after party about ignoring
signs? Yeah, I feel you on that's important. That's important.
Last thing, you can't make chicken salad out of chicken shit. Now, there you
go.
There you go.
Coach got the gems, y'all. You stay with the gems. Every time he calls my phone, it's like, oh, I gotta stop what I'm doing. The Daruha, the channel message that I have for you is your simulation or your sense of awakening is going to be brought about in like reflexively. So you're going to continue to feel like you're not making progress or that things are getting difficult, but you're actually awakening other people around you. It's a lot like Belle, except Belle is more like sharing more joy. You're directly processing pocketed energy for people that you take in as challenges. And as you work on it, it helps them release it. And you might not even be aware of this. And you're feeling it as, damn, I don't feel like anything's changed. But when you look outside and when you see after like a few months, like there's a lot of change that's been happening. So concerning that, you're going to see how much change you've come into. And congratulations. Because when you see how much change you've come into, you'll see how much you've changed others.
Let's seal the business deal. K. Martin. Ooh, you want the Taurus to talk about business? You can get this. You can get this work. Is that what you're looking about? Let's seal this business deal. Let's see how you should seal it. The sickle. Somebody's got to get cut off. Got to go.
Ooh, I like
Somebody's got to go before the deal gets done. The deal may be cutting somebody. What is your blade sharp? How's your blade looking? Are you afraid to do it, or you gonna pull the trigger? But before the business deal get done, you got to keep your grass cut low. And the reason you got snakes around you because your grass is high. Cut your grass real low. You'll cut snakes, grass all at the same time. That's something that's got to be done. And the sickle has a long handle. Okay? So you ain't got to get up on them. This is not a shank. It's not a prison move. All right? This is a long handle, you know what I'm saying? But it also, on the other side, it could mean time to harvest. Time to harvest. You use this to get the wheat out of the field. As soon as you get out the field, where do you go next? To market. So to me, this is like, I got a little action to do. So if it's not, somebody's got to get cut, whatever it is that you have that you've been like delaying on, it's time to go ahead and pull it up out of the field and go sell it. And if it's time to bring it out, if the fruit is ripe, then charge top dollar.
Nice. And she a Taurus too.
What?
Oh.
Team Taurus in the building.
Ollie TV. We have we got the team card. Just as soon as he said team. So this is talking about possibly teaming up with the King of Cups, who might have some anxiety before he comes on, but you'll both be able to heal each other. So the message for you, Ali TV, is don't try and do what you're doing alone. Try and find someone who is kind of opposite you or can complement. Like if you're the visionary, then you want to find someone who can do the legwork. If you do the legwork, you can find a visionary. So this is definitely going to have you, connect with your guild. Very well.
Moonshine Lily. Can I pull some troubles with you? I always think of moonshine. Moonshine, you're getting the channel message first, and you're going to get a card. Always measure twice, cut once. Measure twice, cut once. So that means don't do assumptions on how much the distance is. Do it right. So I went in the refrigerator one night after a long binge of drinking, and I wanted some water because I was dehydrated. And so I grabbed this jug that looked like it had water in it and poured a tall glass like the size of this. I just took it and hit it to the head, and it was like that backwoods moonshine. And like it blew my whole, just like that face right there. That whole, I woke the whole house up about 4 o'clock in the morning. So that's my message. As soon as I seen your name, I thought to that. So measure twice, cut once, and your card is the little boy. Do it with joy. Get on your little 3-wheeler thing. And this is safe because you can still put your feet down. He's got his feet down and he's on this little cart. He's got 4 wheels on the ground and he's just happy. So move with joy after you measure twice and cut once. All right.
Nice. Angie Taylor, you want to be encouraged to love even more than you're loving. Your heart, and it's not like this is like a recent activation, like within the past 3 weeks, if you felt your heart chakra kind of glow or blow, your heart has superpowers. You can enter any situation, and it's beyond just showing love, but you can enter any situation and share your energy, and it will amplify the situation. So you're being called right now to really share more of yourself, even if you don't want to be there, because it's like you're holding space for others to very greatly evolve themselves. And this will show you the power of your heart that you couldn't see on your own because you need others to kind of like show you how you're influential.
Word up. Brett, what's happening, Mr. Dickinson?
Another Taurus.
Another Taurus?
Yep.
I love y'all. Give me that money. But it's about the value too. It's not just the money. Everything's coming our way, man. Wait till Uranus come back and come back to the crib. Oh, the coffin. Yeah, put somebody in the bag. This is not ill health or anything. The coffin is the ending of something. This could be the ending of a bad habit. Brett, guess what? Nobody knows Brett like you do, brother. And we have to be on our game right now. 8-9, since he said I'm a Taurus, you're a Taurus. That lazy thing that we want to do, like that's not going to do well for us. Once now that Jupiter's in Sag, things are moving a little faster for us. So what do you got to put in this coffin and bury that's not letting you proceed to get more of what you need?
Nice. Vibe high with Luna Moon Wolf. I'm Aquarius. I want to travel. Where should I go? Where does your heart tell you to go? Which is important because as an Aquarius, you might be thinking too logically, like you need a specific coordinate. Practice really thinking where your heart wants you to go. Yolene TT, we have the 3 of Cups, which is talking about celebration, instant celebration. What's up, Jay? You might find out that you have serendipitous great news. So this might be induced by going out. And yeah, you definitely want to do that. We can split Yale. Actually, you can go ahead with Yale.
Man, Yale can get a double down.
Yeah.
Man, Yale can get a double down.
Right.
Yale can get a double down. We're gonna see. He'll get 2 from over here
and 2 from over here.
Yale, appreciate you. And nice to meet you.
Oh, well, I got. Oh, go ahead.
Back to the garden.
Damn.
Being social. Ooh, and the 4-leaf clover. Let me hold something, Yale. That's how you doing it? This is luck in public. This is another, but George, you got extra juice with yours about going out. So you can organize it, throw the party. Something's gonna be, this sounds like some 10th house activity right here, checking friends and getting luck. So this could be a promotion. You have not because ye ask not, is what I'm getting off of this right here. Sometimes you talk yourself out of an opportunity, but you'll never, ever, 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 ever get any if you don't ask for it. So right now you got the 4-leaf clover on your side and it's somewhere in public. So to me, this is like a blessing right here for you to make that wish.
Woo. I'm still kind of mind blown because this specifically, High Priestess, Emperor, Hierophant, is a twin flame combination. Or sacred partner, specifically together. It's the unification of your intuition and wisdom and knowledge. So the fact that I saw this when the minute turned after 44 to 45, definitely be willing to gain some insight. And it has a lot to do with going out and really just being at the right place at the right time, which is awesome. Oh, let me get that next one.
Go ahead, because I'm going to look up. She wants some clarity on that mountain from Santa. Go ahead.
Carry-on Pearl. Nice. Nice. So Jupiter moving into your 11th house is going to connect you with amazing people where you belong. When Jupiter went into my 11th in Pisces, I moved to El Paso, Texas. And literally when I went to college, in my electrical engineering class, this Pisces came to me, recognized me, introduced me to his circle of friends, which is now like my core friends. And I didn't realize till later that, oh my goodness, you know, Jupiter introduced me to these people. And there are people who will definitely be relevant to your life for a while. So with the 5 of Wands, it's saying that there may be a clashing of personalities here, and you want to engage in this competitive atmosphere, and it will help you.
For the mountain, it said that also can be foreign affairs or a person coming from abroad. All right. Or it could be some obstacle you need to go over. Because I was feeling it was the tip of the iceberg and do some investigation. But then you got to take the trek to get over it. Or because is it a situation that around the other side of this obstacle is international? Are you thinking international yet acting local? Don't think local and act local. Think international and then act local. Internet was internationally known, nationally recognized, and locally accepted. You got to move and shape like a pimp, which is a player in a major position. Don't let nothing hold you back.
You can also get Mia love too.
Mia love. Will I marry my Aquarius? See, I'm gonna put my personal feelings to the side about Aquariuses. You know what I'm saying? They always squaring me. They know everything. They sexy as hell. So I know your plight, Mia. I got 3 or 4 Aquariuses right now. They won't listen to nothing I say.
Yes.
won't have sex with me. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But they'll call me and they want to know something. Coach. And I'll be like, I want some panties. Coach, I don't see you like that.
I don't see you like that. I feel you.
The sun is shining on you. Marry me, Aquarius. For once, I gotta go ahead and go like ding, ding, ding.
Nice.
Ding, ding, ding. You get that. And then the moon is gonna be a surprise.
Oh, nice.
It's something from the subconscious. You got sun and moon together? Come on now. Opposites attract. This looks good right here. Also, did you know that I am ordained?
No, to marry?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I did my first couple. They're still together.
Oh,
and
nice.
We do North Node consultations the night before because I married for you to stay together.
Yeah.
So and I ask, can you accept and support this person's spiritual destiny? Yes or no? Now, can you accept and support their spiritual destiny? Yes or no? Okay, boom. Then I'll marry you tomorrow. But if they don't say that they're going to support, because you're not going to go in there tomorrow and make a contract with somebody for to death do you part or 3 months or whatever, and you don't even know what their spiritual destiny is. So, Mia, you get the double down with this. Find out what your Aquarius' spiritual destiny is. Where is his North Node? You're not marrying his sun sign. If you support his North Node and let him know your North Node, then you really cook him with hot grease. Now this is yin and yang. Do it get any more yin and yang than that? This is plain.
That's dope.
Come through.
Yeah. I wonder if you're an Aquarius moon, Mia. That would be interesting. But even if not, that's amazing.
She's not an Aquarius moon. She wants to get married. Aquarius moon people want their freedom, player. They ain't really interested in that.
That's true.
Right. They already been married already. That would be interesting. Mia, have you been married before?
That's interesting too. So, Gabby, is it a crime? Some guidance. It is a crime to be a Scorpio. Scorpios are too damn sexy.
Watch your mouth. Yeah. Okay. He finished it up well. He polished it up well.
Y'all, it should be a crime about how sexy y'all be. So.
Oh, I got Neptune at 29 degrees Scorpio. So
I forgot that for some reason.
I'm saying you're talking sideways right now.
Wow.
I rep for y'all Scorpios. Chill.
That's a huge deal. So we got the 2 of Cups and the 4 of Wands, and you did 444, which is like a twin flamest number to me, but I want to shy away from using twin flames. This is great. This is definitely talking about, as far as this Scorpio or Scorpio energy, there's a reunion. There's a reunion of love for you, Gabby. So I don't it's interesting about the Scorpio. No, that's Virgo. That's Virgo. But yeah, regardless for you, Gabby, especially if this Virgo is so romantic. Oh, it's funny. I meant Virgo sign, but I'm discussing a Scorp. That's so interesting. But yeah, this is definitely talking about reunion of love and coming into very powerful love.
And this jumped out while you were talking again. The fish. Moolah baby. The moolah baby with this reunion. Okay. Ooh. So look and see, because all relationships based off of business and contracts, not romance.
Amen.
Voila. Stop amen stuff. Romantic ass. Got all the damn Libras out here after your ass in Vegas. Anyway, oops, I didn't mean to say that. I was joking y'all.
Oh my God. Mika. Okay, let me get
go ahead. Who you next? You can get him.
Channeled message. Sharon Gordon. This is interesting because, well, first of all, we got the Ace of Pentacles. So there's a new income stream for you. But Sharon, you want to be mindful of how realistically you can make something out of nothing. And you're being drawn to do really unconventional things you're not used to doing, because this will have you chance upon something that you didn't know you can do. And once you find out, it's like you're rigging the system, and in a great, healthy way. and not a way that'll get you in trouble, which is awesome.
Brandy Martin, she coming here with her human design,
right?
Manifesting generator 2034.
Right?
Ain't nobody scared of you, girl. I love you. I'm an emotional generator, so I know that your throat is hooked to one of your motors, right? So first you get channel message, and then you're gonna get 2 cards from 2 decks. So because I brought my human design deck tonight, because I won't come in here slouching on the job. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying out for a spot. First off, waiting to respond. I don't know if your solar plexus is defined, but you must wait to respond. You got to wait before you speak on it. That means you already have a defined ajna. So see what even your silence, the not self is frustrated. Is this frustrating you? Can you make a sound from the lower dantian? And Quit thinking so much, Brandy. Pretty please. All right. And your human design card, wow, it's gate 10. I'm sorry, gate 60, limitation. The acceptance of limitation. The acceptance of limitation is the first step in transcendence. It is the space between where mutation takes place. Mutation is released in limited amounts. Acceptance, the pulsing pressure to mutate. You know there's a change you got to do. Get up there. I don't want to see that. That's pretty. Gotcha. Help me out. Yeah. I mean the artwork.
Oh, each artwork is different. Huh?
Yes. Woo.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's cold. That's really beautiful. So you're sitting there at the portal. You're sitting there at the. Go ahead. Help yourself. I'm trying to get him hooked now. That's you gotta let him touch it. You know what I'm saying? You throw the first 2 or 3 hits for free. After that, it's a wrap. She's sitting at the portal, looking at where she needs to go. That's you. You know what I mean? But respond to what the universe gives you. Stop resisting. Stop thinking, is it going to be right? All of that right there. And then there's the fish again. Money. Okay? Don't forget us. There's 2 little guys over here, brown skin, short, long hair. Just hook us up. You know what I mean? We'll be here.
We're here for you. We always here for you.
You got the most diverse crew. These jokers is out here studying human design behind your back.
Yo, for real.
You should take roll call and be like,
yeah, where are my generators at?
No, you're a projector.
Projectors.
Oh, of course. I told you that the generators were going to be in the room because you're the projector. You're supposed to guide us. When I first came to him, was for guidance. Before I even was into the human design, I was like, why you pull them Lilith videos down?
Yeah.
Cussed him out. Then I forgave him. He was like,
actually, he's the reason why I made them Lilith videos again.
I was salty that day.
Yes.
I send every client I have to look at his videos for Lilith. Every.
I had to make them quick fast.
Wow. 12 days he got it done. Not 24 because you was doing a video a day that day.
Mer magic. The divine message we have is the King of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. This could be a proposal. This could be a message. This is definitely a new income stream coming from a very compassionate king, maybe a Scorpio one. So definitely keep that in mind. I see this as coming to you, and now it's divinely ordained and it is for you. So keep that in mind. Silver Fauna.
What up, Silver Fauna? Talking about this Aquarius soulmate. Circle your 2013 to current with a mirror chart. So look at that. Look how the card just jumped out. Let's see who that is. Bam, the fox. You're going to have to be witty, using intelligence. And also what it says about the fox is not talking too much. If you've been with this Aquarius, a soulmate holds the mirror, everybody. Some people aren't going to like me and going to tell me to get out the seat. But a soulmate and a twin flame are different. Please just go to my YouTube channel and type in Coach Khayr Explains Twin Flames and Soulmates. I have an entire video explaining twin flames and soulmates. Okay? Please, there's a difference. You're going to have several soulmates, but you're only going to have one twin flame. So, little silence, watch the actions, what's going on. And somebody's operating in the dark right here. Because foxes don't do a lot of daytime movement.
Ooh. It's a wisdom right there. Flor Jean Laurent. How should I start? How to get through blockages? Well, great question. The first way to start is to just do it first. And that's not to say that planning is never necessary, but I'm getting for you, it's more important that you just do it, even if you don't know what you're doing. Just so that as you do it, you'll then know how to adapt and change in the moment. But we do have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is saying do the work in a powerful way that will actually help you get over any alienation or slight poverty that you're going through, which is very interesting. This is Sun in Virgo, and it answers how. So that's also really promising to see as well. If there's anything that you can actually also realistically plan a little bit, because the Eight of Pentacles is very, very
is the Eight of Pentacles kin to the Eight of Clubs? No.
I think so. Yeah, I think it might be.
Okay, so she's calling my name. I'm the Eight of Clubs and the Destiny cards. Can I say something on that?
Please. And someone said, how do they spell your name?
Khayr. King Harry Apple YR. You type in Coach K Astrology, I'm all over the place. That's the short. Khayr. Coach Khayr explains the difference between twin flames and soulmates. I did like 3 videos on that. Where do you start? Do you have an altar? I rely on magic to do all my heavy lifting. I don't do any heavy. I like this position here is my work position. Arms folded. I write down 10 things. I pick out the 3 easiest ones. I tell the gods to go do 7. So the first god that I would suggest for blockages is Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha opens the pathway. He is the remover of obstacles, and he's the Lord of success. And he's the god of writing too. He's Tahuti in ancient Egypt. He's Thoth. He's the author of the Emerald Tablets. Oh. So get down with your, you got to have a gangster on your team out here on this new guild. Now tell them you can't be out here by yourself. You got to have a squad, but they don't all have to be humans. You know what I mean? You can get a god on your team. You can get a powerful ancestor on your team. So in Eight of Clubs, we deal with levitation in the mind. The 8 is magic. The clubs is communication and teaching. You're a mystic. Right. So act like it.
Really nice. You can go for Mary too. She sees a card.
Mary Lee? Marie Lee. Is that her?
Yep.
Marie Lee. How you doing? I'm doing good over here. Marie Lee. What we got for you today? Oh, some information is coming. The letters. So the letters, there's some information coming. You've been waiting on something to come, and you're about to get some news, right? So, and it might, these are male. This is a young aspect. So it could be news from a male, not for y'all to get together, but something that you've been looking for is on the way. Like that last piece to the puzzle is coming. So, but you have to look in unconventional places for it. You know what I'm saying? Don't just keep thinking that it's going to be on a television show. It's going to be coming, and it might be handwritten. It could be even in a memo. You know how people say, you didn't get the memo? That's because you overlooked something real tiny. Like a memo is not a formal letter. It's not a here, all come now. So this could be even in the form of a quick memo that's going to give you the answer that you're looking for.
Nice. Elise, the message that we have from your spirit guides. I see your Sagittarius. Celebration, my friends.
Turn up.
You're definitely going to manifest a stronger connection to your community and your home. And you'll find that your home space becomes a lot more cognizant to more like a sanctuary. And this is already here. So really you can usher this in by having a party with your spirit guides and with friends at your place. So it's beautiful.
And now I brought 3 decks, and something said we ask about relationships. You're going to be the first. I go back to the Tatiana's deck, but she pulled the 11th house, friends, and that's card number 35, right? So Stop friend zoning everybody. Okay? Quit friend zoning everybody. You get with this bum, and then you give him the panties, or give him the sex, or give her the sex, and then you break up, and then you're not even friends no more. Get with some 11th house stuff. Get with some spontaneity. Get with somebody's gonna take a risk. Stop being ordinary. 11th house is all about respect the unexpected, okay? And shoot your shot in the unexpected way. That's what I did. That's what I know. He's the master of shooting a shot unexpectedly. So take it from this end. Look how he's smiling. He's just like, well, you know. That could be you. I think it is you. So yeah, come on, let's get it.
Ray of 1989. What do the cards behold for I in terms of this transit? This is my last week in being year 28. I'll be 29 on the 15th. Congrats.
Happy early.
So I guess you 89, and sensing quite a bit of transformative energy. Well, we do have the Magician and the Four of Pentacles. So you're literally becoming more rooted. You're not only coming into more money, you're coming into more authenticity, and you're going to be in a position to take the resources you have and come into your stability doing what you do, kind of like what we do. We are the magicians of our own life, and you're going to come into much stable income, being magic, doing your own, utilizing your talents and your skills. So this transformation is bringing out the best of you. This is amazing. Congratulations.
Can I give Ray a little piece of that too? I get a little piece of Ray?
Go for it.
So Ray, in sign language, who knows what this is? What letter is this in sign language? I, because that's J is with the hook. So this is I. So the I is for integrity. When you're dealing with Saturn, you have to deal with integrity. If you're having a Saturn return right now, it's all about the integrity. So normally, this is the weakest finger on the hand. So if you got to test the strength of your integrity and make sure this is strong. If your integrity is strong, because Saturn rules rewards too. I always say Saturn knows the whistle. If he doesn't blow the whistle, not Jupiter, not Venus, not Sun, not nobody's bringing you nothing. Power Fortune ain't bringing you nothing until you obliged by the eye. So because I know you've been going through it. You need 10 hugs all together now. You need a hug, I'm sure. Hope you ain't got no stellium in there. Whew, praise white Jesus. But you can't say that on your show? Jokes. I got jokes too. But check that eye piece, Ray.
Word. Ooh. Oh, that's you, Sapphire Love.
Sapphire Love. I'm Kaya Love. What's up, sister? Or cousin? I don't know, because you could be a dude. Will things between the Taurus and I ever take off? You asking about me in public? You supposed to hit me on my DM. I'm just joking. I hope so. I'm pulling for the Taurus. If you smart enough to be on here, hell yeah, I'm pulling for the Taurus. Damn, we got the snake. You're going to have to be wise about it. You have to be wise about it. You know what I'm saying? Move slow, but this does not mean go start checking their phone. All right? What's the wisdom? Is wisdom holding up this relationship? Do you need to shed some skin in order for you to get in? Are you the old you? Do you want him to date the old you? How long has it been going? I want to talk about that. I want a whole bunch of detail about that. Spirit is asking, you know what? I got to get another card. You know, that's the little boy. You got to get happy. Don't be around depressed just because it ain't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? Taurus's move ultra slow. But if we still around, true, there's a reason. There's a reason. There's a reason. All right. Yeah. I like that. Ooh, and I got the road too. You got 3 cards. So y'all been doing this for a while too. This little two-step. Y'all got like a 22-step.
22-step.
Cha-cha slide.
Rob Will, the channeled message that I have for you is well, I got the strength card, right? So the channel message I have for you is to be willing to change your view on certain gender roles, because there's a woman coming in strong that is highly masculine, and she's very much so a woman, but she is very passionate, and she will complement more your feminine energies. And the channeled message of this is you need to bring out more of your feminine energy. I think you might have been too masculine in some sense. And so this is attracting a very masculine woman that will have you kind of not really totally be feminine, but be more receptive and to kind of follow her lead in some senses, so that it's going to really balance well. And this is someone whose masculine side will work well with your masculine side, so it won't be just totally reversed. But yes, you can tap into this by tuning into your passions, because she will respond to your heart.
KC, message for the second house, Sun and Mercury and Scorpio. Like, I want to go out the dome on this one, because you're a Libra rising. If Scorpio rules the second, so it's all about relationships. You know, that's your rising.
Second house, KJ. Sagittarius. Oh, no, never mind. Sagittarius, Sun, Mercury, Scorpio. But she didn't say her second. Oh.
Message for second house. Sag, Sun.
Yeah. I thought it was second house, Sag, but it's actually Sag, Sun.
Second house, Sag, Sun, Mercury, and Scorpio.
Second house, Sag, Sun.
Oh. So she's
either a Libra rising or Scorpio rising.
I got the second house, Sag, Sun. So you're Scorpio rising, Mercury and Scorpio. So you're a Scorpio. Oh, so forgiveness, honey. Let's start off with the forgiveness and the compassion.
You were right. You said she was Scorpio rising.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Well,
my bad.
It's all good.
You got it.
That definitely was channeled right there.
Yeah.
And you come into a Taurus to ask about the second house. You smart. So I had to go to the big boys.
Someone said, are you familiar with Vimala Rogers' handwriting? She studied Hebrew and Sanskrit.
Not I, said the cat. Wow. You asked about the second house, and who did she get? The 8th house. So let's go across the street. Actually, in astrology, there's only 6 signs. There's the light and the shadow. So the shadow of the second house is what? The 8th house. Right. So look into the shadow nature. This also puts
Gemini.
No, this also puts so this puts Gemini. I was gonna say this puts Taurus on the so your relationships, you gotta have valuable relationships, and then Gemini on the 8th. So your friends, blogging. Why don't you blog about travel? You ever thought about travel blogging? Anything like that? And endings and beginnings.
She's actually a Libra rising. Interesting, love. Maybe if we put it on the equal signs, it would be 3rd house.
Which is what I do.
Yeah, equal signs. Right?
I'm an equal sign. I calculate everything equal signs first. So she could be like ladder, maybe like rising like 24 degrees.
Yeah.
Something like that. But still 8th house.
How can I prepare for expected next eclipse shifts? David Rusher. Patience, my friend.
Oops.
Just allow the energy to, your preparation is to be patient, and there's great bounty for you. So just make sure, like the very wise farmer that prepares for, weather patterns that come, that your crops are well taken care of and nurtured, and that there aren't animals in the field trying to eat them. And as long as you protect your interests and your assets, you'll be straight. You'll be set.
It's the eclipse, dude. I would have passed on that one. If that would have been my turn, I'd have skipped right over you. Yeah, asking for my sis. What's in store for her career? She's going to get a great job and pay me tithes to my church. That's just a joke. Okay. The bird. So this is the crane. So the crane is patience. The crane is also a fire sign, though. It's a hunter. So she's got to be a little more aggressive. She has a strong foundation because the crane stands on one leg all day waiting on this one bird. So, his thigh muscles is crazy, which I would put this to, since he's a fire animal, Sag, because Sag is going to have big, strong thighs. So adventure, is she trying to do things local, or, flight attendant, first thing that comes to mind off the gate, or the guru, something that she knows that she's an expert to. Or on the opposite end, the crane often thinks too much, be in his head all damn day and won't get nothing done. So is the career hold up? If she's thinking too much, get your ass out there and do something, because you already got the muscle.
What's up, Jay? Nice to see you, bro. We got the 5 of Cups and the Star. So it's almost as if the universe is, you've gone through a lot of disappointment. You've gone through shortcomings, and The reason why this might have been extended, it's not like your whole entire life has been bad, but the reason why you've had an extended period of this is you've cleared a lot of karma, and now you're stepping into your wish come true. So it's important that you can put behind you the past, because as soon as you turn around, the star is here and you're going to be rejuvenated, and everything that you felt sad about, you'll have cause to celebrate. So this might be connected to a very powerful soulmate too.
Is this Angie? Any card message for me? Is that Angie?
Not.
Did we get her?
Oh, you did the mountain clarifier. So
yeah, I'm talking about the Angie up on the J. Nobody did her. Right up on the J.
Oh, you didn't do. Oh, you did tiger bounces, huh?
Right.
Oh, my bad.
Angie. Yeah. We're not dissing you. I'm here on it. I'm going to the human design on you.
Wait.
Bam. Coming to meet 44. Is that sexy?
Oh, nice.
Coming to meet. The success of any interactions is based on the absence of any preconditions, instinctive memory, and alertness that can manage and mold the collective. I want to read the second sentence again. Instinctive memory and alertness that can manage and mold the collective. The keywords are aloofness, manipulation, honesty, interferences, management, and conditions. Big keyword is alertness, and you are the personal manager. Look at the coat of many colors. Like, this is a lot of responsibility right here. So step up to it and manage that.
And what did it look like again? Nice. Okay. Got them threads.
Yeah.
Tiger bounces. Another sis. Will she get the internship she wants? Honestly, the 5 of Cups suggests that she might not. And that to not really be the end. She will get an internship. I do have the 10 of Pentacles. So she might actually get a better internship, but it doesn't look like she'll get the one she wants. So please let me know. Email me if she does. Email if she doesn't. I'd definitely like to know.
We did Sanaya Cordial. That was the mountain clarifier.
KJ has another one. Okay. Message, feel like my first house, Mars and Pluto are tag teaming me.
They are. Next. I'm just joking. They both rule Scorpio.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Are they tag till? Are they tag till? I can't even. I'm tongue tied. They tied my tongue up. Absolutely, they're tongue tied. They're doing something about you. I mean, let me get a card to see what you're gonna do about it. Because the answer is yes, they're tag teaming you, but the answer is coming in the form of a letter of how to untie it. Do you meditate? Are you meditating? Why aren't you meditating? This is why you're getting tag team. Sit still. They hitting the moving target. One's hitting the fast one. Pluto's hitting the long range. Sit down. That's how you calm down 2 explosive planets. Is you got to bring calm. This is the piece I was going to ask you about tonight too. I'm really tired of. I think the other night you were talking about astrologers. They like read it, but they ain't living it. Like they know like definitions, but they're not living it. And I think that even some astrologers get too pulled out of the center of the chart. I'm at the center of my chart. You're at the center of your chart. You're the chancellor of this university. Stop blaming all the planets all the time. They're professors in your university. You run the damn show. KJ, I want you to start meditating, and I want you to go watch the movie Lean on Me. I need you to be the female Joe Clark. Get the damn baseball bat and let Mars and Pluto know that we all gonna sit down and meditate. Because with those 2 powerful cards, yo, in the first house, like you're the evolutionary. Right.
Is that deep or is that shallow too?
I'm gonna let you call that one.
I think it was deep. I think it's bad deep. Tawanda Vance. So we have the World and the Page of Cups. Your ancestors and the people you're working with are going to surprise you very greatly. Very greatly. It's going to be in the form of someone who either romantically advances towards you. We have your most compatible soulmate here. So they're going to send you a very fulfilling compatibility partner, not compatibility partner, like, because I don't want to frame, it's not specifically a soulmate, but a very powerful connection. The thing about this though is it's like the world card and the magician means that they're very powerful, but it's like Prince Hakeem, like he's not gonna come with his threads. This is gonna be like really, really chill, just I guess to test how pure your heart is. And you might initially not really it's not that you won't feel it, but you're going to be surprised when you see the page versus the world behind the page. Like, whoa, I had no idea. So definitely be open. I think you'll genuinely like this person.
That was deep. That was deep. He went to the Zamunda example on your ass.
Wait.
You think Zamunda. Right. Because if you don't do that, then you might get Arsenio. You might not get Eddie. You might get Arsenio. I know you don't want that. Was that, Tease Johnson. What up, Tease? Tease Johnson or Tess Johnson?
No, that's Tease.
Okay, Tease. No. Bam, the anchor. Everything's good. You ain't really moving right now. You got to hold still. There's not a lot of movement of the ship, but you safe though. So the waters may be choppy in your life. That's why you didn't put no question down. Try to leave it blank. Yeah, sit still for a second. You know, check out where things are. Or drop your anchor. You might be doing too much. Are you doing too much? You ever heard the thing have several seats? It might be you right now. I don't like the term. I used to love the term as a Taurus. People used to say multiple streams of income. I used to get a hard on, but now I'm saying not until I got 100 stacks. I gotta have 100 stacks doing one stream. Billionaires got $1 million streams. They didn't all start off. This one's got 20. This one's got 80. Now you spread your energy too thin. Drop your anchor, master one thing, get that plate spinning, let it get on autopilot, and then set the other plate up. So drop your anchor right now.
It's a reflex now. Ashley Renee, Team Gemini. So for the love message, we do have the Three of Pentacles in the Tower, and this is definitely talking about having work dates. So the channeled message that I have, the cards are definitely speaking of you being willing to shake things up and incorporate work and love. However, it's definitely very powerful for you, the channeled element of this, to pick romantic potential out based on how well they align with the work you're doing and the dreams you want to accomplish. Is this someone that you can work with? Are they going to be invested in what you do? If not, probably not a good sign. But if so, this will be great news.
With the Tower, this is just a question for me as a newbie with the tarot. Like, could that be like all of a sudden too? Could it be something unexpected?
Yes. I like to see the Tower as like instant.
Oh, so be now. She ain't got to wait long.
You ain't got to wait? Yeah. It's gonna, you'll find that love for you is tied into a project that you do, which is cool.
So keep your fronts together, because you gotta stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.
Peace out, Nika.
Divine Blossom, you're gonna get both of us. Pretty sure of that right now. Any issues I need to resolve to begin financial manifestations? Are you meditating? That's my first off the gate. I don't need a card for that. Your finances is attracted to your attitude. That's first. Your finances are attracted to your attitude. Money loves happy people. So if you're not happy, you said, I need to resolve. Are you happy with who you are? Forget about what you're bringing to people, because people really ain't buying your service. They're buying you. So are you happy with yourself? So if somebody's giving you a refund, they come back bringing you back to you asking for a refund. They weren't happy with it because you weren't happy with it. So that was the first thing they told me. So sit down with the meditations. Now we're going to get to the cards.
And I personally got the Four of Pentacles. So as long as you're saving, if you're budgeting your money well, you're actually going to assuredly gain more money. But just make sure you're not spending more than you save, which is the only issue. Ooh, that's the luck card.
He's low on the deck. He just got here. Bam! 4-leaf clover. Catch A four-leaf clover. When you don't know the rest of the words, that's what you do. You just keep shaking your head.
No.
Take them chances. You know what I'm saying? What's the risk? Bet on yourself too. That's what I do. Bet on yourself. Put your money on divine. That's what I would do. And then your second card. Ooh, some got to get cut. There go that sickle again. But guess what? You're gonna hit the right thing because you already got the luck. Oh, and then the third card, I threw it down. The Tower. Bam, I can't hold him like you do. He's just stunned on me.
It's all good.
You got the four-leaf clover. You got the Tower, which is another very sacred card. So this is, I'm looking out for you. This is the lighthouse, shining light. All right. But you got this luck, and you got that, and you got the scythe or the sickle in between both of those. So take the action that you need to take. To me, this looks like a blessing. Make a move.
Oh, that's a Tower.
Yeah. Nice. Like you just looking at that, your first intuition. How do you feel about that?
I definitely feel like the cutoff what gets in the way of your luck. Yeah.
Cut off what's in the way of your luck. That's hard for some people though.
That's true.
Because it might be your sister or your mama. Yeah. Don't answer Taurus because it's coming about that money. I will cut you.
Facts.
Don't you make a video on me tomorrow? How Taurus will cut you for some money.
Oh God. Sanaa. I loving these repeats that are coming back. We do have the Empress, Sanaa. So there's great abundance for you financially and materially. You must stand up and into your beauty as your goddess self comes out, which is amazing.
Sunshine, what it do? Message for career to you kings. Oh, we're doing a good job tonight. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming through.
I'm glad he pays rent. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't paying rent and light bill, we wouldn't be here. Yeah. Ooh, it's hidden. The book. So this is like publishing or writings. This is publishing or writing. So do you have something in a workbook, some great idea that you just sitting on that you ain't really done nothing with yet? And are you studying a book on transitioning? So moving from one path to another, we say from paradigm to paradigm transition. Do you have the information? Do you have the proper book? I suggest you get this book called Expert Secrets. And I also want you to get The Science of Getting Rich. And I want you to get this book called Dollars Want Me. First two were written before 1944. Any books written about money before 1944 are golden. Both of those are free, and you can find the PDFs like all over the world. Also, but are you supposed to be writing something? You know what I mean? Write the book, then do TED Talks, then do Oprah's Super Soul Sunday. The rest is history. Bam.
What's going on with me in this aqua? We have the Six of Cups. You both have a soulmate connection. Both of you have a pure connection that it brings you back into your inner children. So the more innocent you keep the connection, it's not that it has to be devoid of sexuality, but you want to be like little kids again. So what's happening is you're both developing the purity of this connection. It's a great sign. This means you're both soulmates for real, for real. So congrats.
Kimberly, what up? Message for me, please. Thanks for all you do. First house, the body, 25. Voila. I am. The I am principle.
Oh, snap.
The I am principle. Like what you got going on with yourself. How are you presenting yourself to the public? Is the body of the car washed up? The rising sign is the body of the car. Is what people see first. But guess what? You get to determine how they see it. Are they your real eyelashes or you got some other eyelashes? You know what I'm saying? So it's up to you. So focus more on your personal, because you said message for me, please. And what did she get? The first house.
Yep.
So this is an internal message for you to check you. Another person that needs to be meditating. Tell me in the chat, how often do you meditate per week, Kimberly? I'll ask people no more like, do you meditate? They'll start saying, well, anytime a sentence start with, well, you already know you're in trouble. So how many times per week, Kimberly, do you meditate? Okay.
You can get that next one.
J2?
Yeah.
Thanks, peace, till I definitely feel the 5 of Cups energy dissipating. Yo, could I get a human design card? I'm a manifester in Aries moon.
Gemini sun.
Look, man, you can't be having all these diverse, intelligent ass family members in your guild. How you do that? I'm getting the sauce when I get off of here. I'm getting the sauce. I'm getting the sauce. I call him all the time and be like, brother, help me. I'm drowning. Help me.
Oh my God. 20 minutes this week, she said.
20 minutes this week? Yeah. Every day? Or 20 minutes total? The Marrying Maiden. 54. Ambition. The drive to rise. This is gate 54. So if you're a manifester, go look up gate 54, right? Like type in gate 54 human design. I think it's the first or the second. It's up under birthdaypersonality.com. So that's who I use for my gates and my channels. Interaction is a mundane in its mundane social context, but also one's mystical and cosmic relationship. Transformation is possible through the mastering of your instincts. Yeah, selectivity is the line 6, and line 1 is influence. The drive to rise up. Rise up. Gate 54. I love that.
Unica Simmons, what do I need to release? First of all, the High Priestess says that 54 is a number for my higher self. That's amazing.
What?
Right?
Jay, cut that. Is it for real?
That's for real.
Whoa.
So
stuff up.
Yeah. So the High Priestess reverse usually comes when you're suppressing your feelings. I think you need to release how you feel. Are you suppressing certain ways you feel? Are you holding it back towards others because you know it's a little bit, hard? And Divine Blossoming, we did your card already. So if you're looking, then you're going to have to go back. We did yours after Ashley Renee and before Sanaa. So, yeah, we do have the High Priestess right now. You want to release your feelings, your true feelings. I think you're holding back for the sake of others, and you want to release your intuitive feelings. And you don't have to really do this logically. You can do this more so, not really, I speak my truth. So this is good. This is good. So what you need to release is something more etheric. Like the need to be right, or the need to more so understand at a logical level. In that case, there's really nothing you need to release. You need to receive. So be mindful of what it is you're receiving around you, and that'll really speak to you.
That was deep. You think that was shallow, but so many people always thinking they got to release something, and they don't have a habit of receiving.
Yeah. And she's an Aquarius, so that even further.
Oh, y'all give it up for the peace dealer. Y'all give it up. That was heavy right there. That was heavy. I love this duo. Open to any messages. Brown Brujita. Okay, any message? Let's see what this astrology got for you. Bam, Mars. Take a little bit of force. Put some energy behind it. ASAP. Like right now. This is like the equivalent to the Tower card. And it's number 5, which is change. That's the dragon. That's travel. That's moving around. This is also gambling. Put something in the, like buy a scratch off, but do it now. Get more into your instincts. Because this energy is not going to last long either. Mars energy does not complete things. Okay? This is the initiation of something. Then after the initiation, 3rd house, messages. What's the message after you do something? Ooh, the only place success comes before work is in the dictionary. You feel what I'm saying? Do the work sometimes, and then the message will come. Y'all sometimes be coming to us and be like, oh, what's the message? What's the message? I gotta have the message before I do the thing. And Saturn is over there like, nope, I ain't giving you nothing till I see the work first. How you gonna just all of a sudden think because it's spiritual, you get a check before you do work? I ain't seen that before. I haven't seen that.
You get to check before you do the work.
No, right? No, you do the work, then you get paid. Sometimes you got to work a week in the hole. Nobody likes that. That's why we like under the table money. But if you do the work, when you are in this planetary energy, like that's the new transformation. What you said, the not RBG, the
RPG?
The RPG.
Yeah, divine RPG.
We doing work first. We're doing work first before we talk about let me get paid. What's the message? So put some action into it.
And put some back into it.
Back into it.
Ooh, all right.
Hey, thank y'all for even letting me participate tonight too. Not just you, but the whole. Like I'd be chilling, wondering when I'm gonna get my turn. You know what I'm saying? In Atlanta, watching. I never thought that I'd be over here on this side right here, participating. So I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Coach Kair Astrology. Let me actually.
Coach K Astrology.info.
Coach Kair Astrology.
Coach K. Just Coach K Astrology. Coach K.
Oh, you're talking about your website?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, you mean like the YouTube video?
Well, someone said, does he have a channel? So
yeah,
I'm definitely gonna plug that for sure. A show.
Click on that Coach K Astrology playlist. See if I don't got something for you.
Yeah, I may not subscribe to you.
Oh, ooh,
that's weird. I thought I would.
Ooh, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Oh man,
I think I might be following your Facebook, but yeah, that's really interesting.
I got 3 channels, but this is my main one.
Okay, you got 3.
This is my main one. This is my main one. You're not following the main one, right?
I think I thought the other one was your main one. That's probably why.
Well, that's the old. That's my old album. That's that Reasonable Doubt. This is the 444 channel.
Ooh, I mean,
it's the 444 channel.
That's what's up.
You can get some on either one.
Okay.
It's the 444.
All right. Jedi Steve Jones. And Divine Blossoming, once again, you're just going to have to go back and look for it. It's after Renee, Ashley Renee, okay? And before Sanaa, just in case you need. It's after Ashley Renee and Tease Johnson and Tawanda Vance, if you need a reference. Jedi Steve Jones, my Bob Marley impersonation expansion. That's amazing. Oh, I see. We have the 2 of Pentacles. If this is what you're doing, the 2 of Pentacles is a hustle. It's something that you're on hands-on doing. So it's definitely cool. You're definitely going to be the best Bob Marley impersonator with the King of Wands. Ain't no one going to be touching you. So as far as whether it's good to do or to continue doing, don't stop. It'll make as much money as you put into it, which is good to know. So it's nothing that's a dead end, really.
Tiffany, you need to win $20? I don't understand that one, but guess what? I'm just going to go in. The sound don't go here to the double up.
It just says 20.
I know. It says 20. The South Node, life's debts. Do you owe $20 in debts? What about your personal poisons? The South Node is all about the things you've already mastered. So find out really what's easy and do the opposite of that. That's the whole thing we're here on Earth doing. We are spiritual beings. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, wearing a meat jacket. And growth is the purpose. Everything else is the result. And in order to grow, God must do the opposite of what he already mastered. I start all my full readings with the South Node. Some people do Mars, some people do the moon. I don't even get to the rising sign for about half an hour. I start with this because it's so easy to do. Think of the South Node as Jimi Hendrix can play the guitar, but he should have been working on his drug addiction.
Shit.
Right. 29 years old, the greatest ever, gone. So work on your South Node. Work on some of those things that could turn into your, just because they're easy, then there's no growth. If you ain't stretching, you're in trouble. It's like a workout. You got to stretch.
Spirit Spectra, Sagittarius in the building. We have the King of Cups and the Emperor. So this is a very compassionate, masculine influence that is definitely going to contrast with your energies. And it's very important that you hold because you have a lot of masculine energy. So, but you still represent the feminine principle. So this is very important. This person is definitely going to push your buttons. It could actually be your father, Spirit Spectra. This is definitely a father figure. So definitely be mindful of how deeply you're able to master your emotions through this influence.
Try to mix this one up on what is it? What does it come from my love life? Khalil. Bam. Gate number 2, the receptive. Jupiter, the abundance. And the ring. You might be getting ready to get hitched, player, or playette. That might be what's coming. I see abundance. So this could also, Jupiter's also international travel, which means maybe a long distance relationship. Stop pulling for long. Stop you internet. He'll book you. He's a DM shooter. I know it. He don't care what state you in neither. He's a sniper. Texas, Nigeria, Antarctica. Okay. Don't be in the DM messing with the peace dealer, y'all. I'm telling you, you good as hit.
Sliding DMs never slipping.
Gate 2, the receptive. This is all about form. I'm the keeper, and this is also the keeper of the keys, higher knowing, the driver. All right. This is the primal force which any response is determined. Your receptivity. Stop talking so much in a relationship. You might be out of a good thing. You like somebody that's intelligent. That's Jupiter. You can't stand the dumb person. All right. So the guy who's playing, if he put more hours on the video game than he is on texting you, or his thumb touching some nice private parts of yours, then leave him alone. And then the ring, you playing for keeps. Okay. And it might be this Venus still in retrograde, so something may be coming back around that you weren't paying attention to the first time. And he might have an accent. That's also Jupiter too, different culture. So he could be having an accent.
Chaz, what's coming up for me? We have the Four of Swords. And this is amazing because I think I pulled this card for you again, because this isn't the first time you donated or tipped. I'm almost sure.
I seen it earlier.
I forgot what she asked the last time, but yeah, Four of Swords is saying much needed rest. If you've been going through a lot of stress, this is just really like an extended vacation where you can just really like regain your mental faculties. And just like Coach was saying, spend necessary time in meditation if you haven't been. It'll do you well.
A loud mind ain't gonna make you no money. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that. It's the quiet mind that you start getting the answers in. Neptune Troll Society. I was hoping I was gonna get you because as soon as I saw you, I was like, I like that name. Neptunian Troll Society. What up, y'all? What's my superpower? You Neptune. What you mean? What's my superpower, player?
You're a super troll.
Neptune. Oh man. Wow, the clouds. So the clouds is like the mind. So you have to be able to be the sun coming from behind the clouds. So you got to shine enough heat, because sometimes you stay in your head too much. So sometimes you can have a superpower that's not developed. And I think that's what you're asking about. Not silencing your mind because you can't, but give your mind something else to do. Have a regular practice of meditation so the clouds will disperse. Your superpowers are on the other side of the clouds. So boom, 8th house again, beginning and endings. So it's going to have to be some type of transformation in order for you to get to that. So your superpower might be transforming. Are you scared to do your opposite? And then what's your opposite sun sign? And Gate 53, another 8. You see that? 8th house, 53. Development, beginnings. But it says transition and change.
Bam.
More Scorpio. Is this scripted?
Right.
The cards is in like, yeah, we heard you. Development as a structural
for the
progression.
Neptune one too.
If anybody gonna do some transitioning, player, it needs to be you.
Sonia, we have the Two of Wands, which is urging you to really make original plans. The Two of Wands has that spark of desire and then they make plans where it's like, this is what I want to do. This is what represents me. So your contribution to the world should be as original as you are, and know that you have a lot of power in your hands. It's how you use it that will define you.
Why I gotta be the bearer of bad news?
Why is he distancing from me?
Oh my goodness gracious. I don't want to do channel. I want to just do the card. Okay. No, I gotta say it. Trust what people are showing you. I'm gonna do the card, but trust what people are showing you. If I'm trying to get up on you, you're gonna see me trying to get up on you. If I'm hollering, you know what I'm saying? But if I start ghosting you, I know that was a term. Like if I haven't called you in about 3 weeks, guess what? You can trust that. You can trust that you're not at the forefront of my mind. All right. Now everybody is not like me, so I don't want to say that, but trust what people show you. The mouse. There's a lot of stuff going on. Somebody's talking about you. Somebody done put something in their head about you. He got some kind of thoughts in his head. I don't know where he got it from, whether he was looking at your social media or somebody else said something to him that is putting some distance. You know what you're gonna have to do? Clarity. Only way you can stop some rumors is with clarity. How honest are you being right now? Only you know how honest that you've been. And I didn't say stop just doing confessions, but if you ask you something, be honest. Because somebody is definitely threw some salt on your name.
Robert, we have the 2 of Cups. So are you with someone who loves you mutually? If not, you are about to be. This is a lot deeper though, because it also speaks, this is mirroring the relationship you have with yourself. And like, I sense like a heart soul dynamic. So this is deep soul love, but it's like a relationship between your heart and your soul. And you're going to attract a partner who very powerfully embodies your soul so that you can love more from the heart. So you need to be very mindful of the parts of yourself that you're disappointed about and don't like, because as long as you're not accepting that, you're blocking fruitful love for you, which seems counterintuitive because you would think that you want to shame it, but you actually have to accept it and love it. And this will actually clear for you.
Diane, I went back and looked up a little more on the mouse, and it said alert behavior. It's something that you're missing in this. You need to be clear and honest with yourself. Mice are alert as hell. You're not running up on the mice. So this is asking, right? So the other side is just asking for you to be alert. Hey, I gotta say it. Pull your head up out the sand. Are you trying to like avoid something? So this, because you think this is the one. What if he's not the one? Don't make me take it back to church. What if God has got something better for you and you still trying to hold on to it? Which goes back to that. If he's distancing himself, that's Saturn. Yeah. Saturn could be sitting on your Venus, but you all in love because his Jupiter sitting on your Lilith or on your Juno. His Lilith is on my Juno. Yeah, but your moon is on. I mean, your Saturn is on his moon. Oh yeah. Hit me with, you already did, Robert.
Yeah, Lactic wants to know what's next for my love and I.
Oh.
She even did it again. Next for us is.
Oh.
So we can both get that one.
Oh. Next for us, baby. Ooh. It's looking good over there. It's looking good in Zamunda right about now. It's looking good. Hey, forget. Hey, the royal penis is clean. You know what I'm saying? It's looking good over there. I want to go again. In the garden. Are y'all getting married outside? Do y'all go for long walks? I like this. Y'all can socialize and get good luck. This like parts clouds too. Sun will shine forever.
All right now, Lactic. I see you.
Yeah.
So we also have I initially got the Queen of Wands. I mean the Queen of Cups. Oh, now I got the Queen of Wands. But yeah, I'm just gonna stick with Kair's cards for real. The queens are really more talking about greater receptivity and how you're personally gonna feel more understood and he's definitely going to be more nurturing to what you need.
What's y'all's? Hey, stay. Follow me on Instagram so I can follow y'all. I want to see that. Like, I'm tired of jokers talking about their man ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see somebody like this. Him. He treat me nice. He nurtured my feelings. I'm tired of seeing jokers getting drugged down through there.
Agni would actually like a destiny card. Agni or Angie. Angie would like a destiny card.
Angie, a destiny card. Ooh. Well, I mean, I'm a two of diamonds, but what's the? No, I don't even have. I'm coming out the deck. Or did she mean human design?
Yeah, I think she meant human design.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's like we don't have that deck.
She want.
I can't just make something. I'm looking at what you got. I'm like, you don't got it. I don't got it. Right. After completion, hexagram 63. There's some doubt going on. Doubt is an essential inspiration, and you got the Fibonacci. You got that, and it could be the horn of plenty as well. The spiral of life. All ends are beginnings. The future is dependent upon establishing with certainty the validity of a pattern. The fuel is to question. Like, what's your pattern? What you been doing? What is your pattern been? Do you need to break it, or are you on the right track? And doubt is an essential inspiration. It's not for you to start doubting something and then like, I don't know. Don't doubt yourself out the back door. All right? Get inspired to answer the question. Dig down. Let's get it. I like that.
Pineapple.
Oh, wait, that's chi energy too. That's water over fire. I do I Ching too. So this top hexagram is water over fire. So when you put water over fire, it creates steam. So some of us, so that's actual chi energy. So this is a life force energy card.
She says she is fighting cancer. Interesting. That's deep. Well,
because you need to increase your chi. Cancer is trying to take your life force energy.
Yeah.
So chi is life force energy.
Yeah.
So, and cancer comes from a bad pattern. Thank you for the clarity. You got to switch your pattern up. The foods, and maybe I'm not, first off, for those watching, I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving medical advice. But some of the choices we make, like to go with this person who says, take this radiation.
Angie, you took the words right out my mouth. I was going to ask, do you do Qigong? Because you want to do Tai Chi and Qigong.
They go together. Yes. Qigong is the present under the tree. Tai Chi is the Christmas tree. They go together. If you go out there and you just see presents on the ground and no tree, you're depressed. If you go out there and see a tree and no presents, you're depressed. You go to a class and they're not teaching Qigong and Tai Chi together, let that be your last class or get your money back and leave. I've been a black belt since 2004. I practice white crane, Tibetan white crane, temple style Tai Chi, and a couple other different forms. And
when you say together, do you mean like, because I've been to a dojo where they have Tai Chi and they have Qigong, but it's not like together. Do you mean like in the Tai Chi class they teach Qigong?
Yeah, they go together. The presence ain't in the kitchen and the tree in the den. The tree and the presence is in the same room.
So like in the same Tai Chi class, you're doing Qigong.
Absolutely. Oh, because nice. Qigong builds up the power in the Dantian.
Yeah.
Tai Chi spreads it over the body. So why would I go to that class and just build it up and then leave class with all the energy and the Dantian?
I didn't even know you can teach it together. That's good to know. Because the one I saw, you to connect then?
Since 04.
Oh, 04. I've been looking for. I
give him a video. Type in Coach Khayr White Crane. What you mean? This is not a game. You just type in Coach Khayr Qigong. What?
I found my new Tai Chi coach.
Coach Khayr. Yeah. The White Crane. Yeah, there you go.
Damn. Ooh,
how to learn Tibetan White Crane. All of that.
Oh, nice. And that's on your channel.
4 years ago. Right.
That's what's up.
If you're doing Tai Chi, which spreads the energy, but you didn't have none to spread.
Yeah. It's like, no, yeah. That's true.
If I said run from that guy, come over and do some Tai Chi. Only to get some energy first, to spread something.
That was why it was so hard. I left the Kung Fu place because like the Tai Chi schedule was different than the Qigong, and to do both on different days, I wouldn't be able to get it. So it just didn't really persuade me to. But yeah, that's what I want to get into, like Qigong and Tai Chi. So appreciate you. I'm gonna definitely watch your videos.
8 standing postures too. You type Kair 8 standing postures, but not with the number 8. The word spelled out. Type in Kair 8 standing postures.
I would kiss you right now if you were here. Let's all send healing energy to Angie Taylor. Angie, definitely want you to join our next ceremonies too. We'll do a special part where we send you focused healing energy as well. And please keep me posted on your progress.
So can I say a prayer for her?
Yeah, please.
Anabakor, Gidulakiminka, Tatia Tezara, Kabel Renat, Amcha Sagvanu, Taharanu Nara, Nagibur, the Shea Yegadeka, Kavava Shamran, Barkam Taram, Rakame, Tazika Taker, Tamid Gamlin, Kasin Kadosh, Baru Tufka, Nahela Taker, Akid Gehalam, Chapanez, or Craig Katushka Taker, Shavatanuka Bel, Ushma, Tazakatanu, Yodea Talamot, Baruk Shem, Kovomakuto, Alam Vaed.
I'll show you.
That's the Anabakor. Put that on your heart right there, babes. Whoo! Thank you for letting me do that too. Thank you for coming through tonight. Thank you for being brave. You know, you got a lot of fight left in you.
Yep. So I think, yeah, we did like the pineapple rainbow wishes. We do have the three of cups, which is saying celebration is in store. Similar to Shannon, go out there and have some fun. Find like 2 people that you really love and trust, and celebrate your current successes, and anticipate.
You should find 2 people?
At least 2 or 3.
Go ahead and listen to this.
Oh yeah, okay, yes. Get at least 2 or 3, and more so, you actually want to anticipate success that you're about to have, and celebrate the success you're about to have, and bring it in.
Are you telling her to be in a poly relationship?
Oh no. No, just to go out and 2 or 3 friends to go out with.
Well, put some clarity on that then.
Hey, maybe you might have to get poly too if you want to, but
that's what I was getting off of what you were saying.
I know, and it was like, oh.
Y'all doing that over here on this channel? Okay. What's the word for me? Quiet storm. Quiet storm. You on a journey, or you're about to go on a journey. The road.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, you're on a journey or finish. It just the journey of 1,000 miles begin with a single step. Go get The World's Greatest Salesman by Ogden Dingo and read the chapter, I Will Persist Until I Succeed. That's the chapter. You can find it online. Go pull up I Will Persist Until I Succeed. What is it? So I may not know how many steps success is, but it may lie around the bend. And in truth, one more step and one step at a time is not too many. I will persist until I succeed. So that's mine for you. When I see the road, you got to persist. And success, I'm sorry, I got to give a new definition for success, just like trust. Success, y'all can type this. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. We have to, if you're going to have a new guild and start doing new things and going hard this year, you have to start redefining terms, and you have to make them clear. So we all know water is H2O. All right, we ain't changing that. But we have too many definitions of what success is. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Is your ideal worthy? Always ask yourself, is this ideal worthy? Then progress.
Wow. Very gold. Career paths. I live in a car. We do have the Devil card and the Queen of Cups. So any career that allows you to counsel people's traumatic emotions, and it's cool. This is perfect as a Pisces. Anything that helps you counsel people's addictions, abuse, that you can counsel will work. And it doesn't have to be traditional counseling. You could be a banker that helps people you work with, but anything that kind of incorporates that plus your hobbies, which is important as well.
Flora Jean Laurent is back.
Yep.
222 deuce baby. Libra sun, Cancer. Oh, Libra sun, Cancer moon, Sag rising. Can you message me? Mm-hmm. How many languages do you speak, Sag rising? When's the last time you took a trip? Oh, I don't got to pull a card for that. I'm the Jupiter transit man. If Jupiter's transiting your first house, it's time for you to start new marketing. You got to redo your whole image. What's my Tupac song for this? All eyes on me. All eyes on me. That's what it is. So act like it. You need to go get a t-shirt that says, I am an unashamed opportunist. And any money that comes in the next 13 months is the trailer. The movie money comes when Jupiter goes to your second house. But since Jupiter's going to be transiting Capricorn, guess what all this year must be about? Integrity. Wow. Damn. All you Sages and Sag risings have like hell of responsibility, because that means Jupiter's going to be transiting their solar second next year, or their second house, their natal second. And so they're going to only be able to get money if they have been in integrity.
I'm watching Jay-Z closely. Like what moves he makes and how Tidal like gets better or not, because that's,
he might buy something else.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, ooh, I see you, so Diana Angla, when's new love coming my way? The one love. We have the Chariot card. This is beautiful. The Chariot card is all about self-love. It's about not checking for these other people, because, and it's not just about loving yourself. It's like doing good for yourself, getting good stuff for yourself, really enjoying your own company, and being on point with what you have to do. When you have this momentum, the Chariot card is hot. Everyone wants the Chariot card. This is when the new love, probably from this King of Cups, will come your way, and will be very excited to connect with you as well.
The Chariot, that's Cancer, right?
Yes.
So that's a zigzag too. I always give people the zigzag, so it might not come directly at you. You know what I'm saying? It's Cancer, crabs walk sideways down to the water. Mm-hmm. So it may not be as fast as you want it to. That's just my side now. That's his right there. That's I don't have a tarot deck in front of me. Okay. Catch me next year though. Catch me outside. Why can't you hit Control and Plus to make the screen bigger? Like, is this like a test for me? Right. Yeah, thank you. Channel message, please. Send 222 crazy for a week or so of 111-444 for a few months. You saw my live and called Coach K. Found out that you are a projector, your sister. May I have a human design card as well? Okay, you're actually going to get two things before I get to the card. Okay, so everybody who sees triple numbers, here's the magic for this. Parchment paper, or you can get a brown paper bag, depending on your budget. Red ink or dragon's blood, depending on your budget. If you got dragon's blood ink, then obviously you have a really nice pen. If you're on this channel, I would go to Amazon and invest me $20 to $40 in a really nice refillable pen. Then go get you $6-10 bottle of dragon's blood. So when you start doing your rituals, that's the strongest blood you can do, and it's stronger than dove's ink. So you got your dragon's blood ink, you got your parchment paper, and then you have or a brown paper bag. When a number comes to you, write the number down on parchment paper or the paper bag in the red ink or dragon's blood. No, it don't have to be dragon's blood. I feel somebody thinking that right now. It could be a red magic marker, permanent marker, or just a red pen, but it needs to be in blood. All right. Now you're going to take it, fold the number up. So let's say 222. You write it on there and you fold it up. And you say, please reveal, right before you go to bed, say, please reveal to me your meaning, and put it under your pillow. 72 hours, you're going to get what it means for you.
I immediately
Megan
see
333. I wish I had a job. Wow.
the triple numbers, like as you're saying that, which
1, 1, 1, 2, and what was missing was 3, 3, 3.
3, 3, 3.
Right. So that's first for when you see triple numbers, because a 2, 2, 2 for you could be different than a 2, 2, 2 for him.
Oh, so it doesn't. It's so I like. Okay, it's not.
It can't
the same.
be.
That makes
it can't
sense.
be.
Yeah.
We're all individuals.
Yeah.
What have you seen 2 charts?
No, because every time I see 3, 3, it's like I don't think it's just ascended masters. Like it has to be something more. That's gem right there.
She was
that's gem right there.
But Louise Hayes was the forebearer of us. You know what I'm saying? We all are her guild. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like she got out there like that. The second part, so projector. So Sadie, I'm gonna give it to him too. All right. So I can say this one time. Hey, projector, talk to all of y'all. You too.
Oh, I feel you.
Because you're a projector, so you need to hear this. So your strategy is
wait for the invitation.
Wait for the invitation, and then the signature for doing that right is success.
Yes.
That's the signature. Yes. So if you wait for the invitation, you'll get success. If you don't wait, you won't get success. The opposite of success is
failure.
No, bitterness. So anytime you're feeling bitterness, that's your not self. Anytime you projectors, all of y'all on the replay and right now, feel bitterness is because you went first. You move without the invitation. Now, you and all the projectors are like, how do I move? How am I going to eat if I'm not waiting for the invitation? It doesn't mean that you can't let people know what you do. Everybody on here is inviting you to respond to them. Everybody here who's tipping is inviting you into their world.
Yeah.
People who aren't tipping aren't inviting. Yeah. So you set up what do you call this, a super chat? This is the ideal way to get invitations. And you're not talking to anybody who's not inviting you.
That used to be my issue too. When I was reading astrology, I would just try and like walk up to people and just read their charts and just like get to know. It was just really awkward, and it kind of had some friction versus waiting for the invite. So.
And you projectors don't have the sacral energy to do that. Y'all have to fall way back. How many naps do you take per week?
Not enough, but I sleep a lot.
You got to be taking at least 3 naps.
Ooh,
a week. Super minimal. Super minimal.
That makes sense. Why my energy?
Because you can't serve as generators at your highest faculty if you're not well rested.
Before I took my reading, the reader was letting me know that that's the reason why I can't work long hours.
No.
Like I can't go back to back to back to back. And it's like,
no, don't try to keep up with us generators.
Yeah,
we're running on the damn ground.
Y'all are a whole other level.
Don't try to mess with us. And then she wanted a human design card.
Yeah.
Ooh. Gate 23, splitting apart. This is like some what's that? Psilocybin. That's mountain over earth. Splitting apart. Amorality, assimilation, the elimination of intolerance. Wow. Let it go. Self-defense, individuality, fragmentation. This is gate number 23. So type in gate 23, human design, and go to birthday personality and look up their interpretation of the gates. Also see, do you have, is this an activated gate for you? Is this a body gate or is this a consciousness gate, which means red or black? Red is body, black is, red is consciousness, black is body. All right. Yes.
So I want to take that back too. Like I've personally had a synchronicity where 33 did pertain to an ascended master, but I still do believe very powerfully that, it depends on, it's very individual. And then for those asking how to know your human design, if you're a projector, you can type in human design in Google and just type in human design calculator
or human design chart or free human design, anything, and it'll populate. Most of y'all use astrologers. We use astro.com, even though it's confusing. We use Planet Watcher. We use Alebe, Cafe Astrology. I love mybodygraph.com.
Oh, mybodygraph.
Yeah, because I can store all of these charts. I'm just steady moving them over from Astro into my human design. And if you have charts, you will learn human design so much faster. Learn your 4 types. If you follow me on Instagram, I love this right here. If you follow me on Instagram and you hit me on my DM, I already have a human design starter kit on my YouTube page. So you really could just go to the YouTube page and just type in human design starter kit, because all the information is so spread out. I went and found 4 videos that explain it in succession in like less than 15 minutes.
Nice. Miss Sharon Shaw, I'd like for you to take her and David too. And the PayPal.
Merging spirit, Reverend Sharon Shaw.
Yep.
A lot of pressure on me, brother. She came up with the 9 ether. Hey fam, do you have a channel message? I'm currently in Atlanta looking around. I'm an Aquarius sun, Aries rising, Libra moon. And you're in my town. I'm here. I'm be back on Sunday. I'm in Atlanta looking around. I'm in Atlanta. You're an Aquarius, Aries rising with a Libra moon, and you're looking around. So that means you have a moon in your 7th house. Atlanta's very cliquish. That's not even channeled. That's something I know for sure. If you're new in Atlanta and you're looking, stay unique. Stay unique, Aquarius sun. In Atlanta, that's the home of the unique. Do not get cliquish. Meet the person that you need. 11th house action. Get what you need out of them and keep going, because they'll try to do you like that. I stay to myself. Like, I like Aquariuses in Atlanta because they're about their business. You know what I mean? So, and Libra moon, if you're going to market something, market to the women. I have a Libra moon, 14 degrees. So Libra to the ladies. And I also know relationships is big with you. And if you're buying coffee and cars is jumping out, we'll come chop it up. Ooh. There go the sickle, just jumps out the car, out the deck. So who you got to cut off? You
and I got the Queen of Swords too, so it's with your sword. Nice.
Yeah. Are you a surgeon? You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of doctor are you?
She does spiritual surgery. She's very into, like, I don't even want to limit it. She's highly spiritual and highly gifted. There's several modalities. I actually had her on a peace talk. Very awesome.
Yeah, I know, because everybody else can get on with me.
I feel bad.
Hey, can I get some votes on here? Is it too much for me? Can I get some votes, y'all? Do y'all think I would be all right on the peace talk?
I'm saving the best for last. You don't even know. I'm waiting. It's definitely coming. It's definitely coming.
Come all the way to his town. Sneak up on him. And get a peace talk. Okay, I got 1 yes. I got somebody. I got 2 votes.
She wants to.
Thank you.
It's like, who is the sexy brother with you? That's what's up.
Hey, Tiffany. Coach Khayr, Team Taurus. I'm in Las Vegas right now, but I do represent Atlanta, Georgia. Moon in Libra. I got Venus and I got Gemini. Venus and Gemini. So some of y'all know how that roll. I love human design. That's my contribution tonight. Uranus and Aries. Simple, going further into yourself. I'm also the master of the unfair advantage. That's why I want to see everybody. If you're on here, you are too. You're on here to get an unfair advantage. The people who are not here, they just dealing with regular stuff. Like all of y'all cheating, which is out. Getting in a guild, cheating. Discovering your superpower, cheating.
Hack. Let me get into, before you go into David, let me do mixed.
What's mixed mean?
Great question. Oh, mixed. Thank you. We have the strength card, which is urging you to follow your passions. Follow your passions and bring out your inner strength. And this is interesting because I think you might be guiding someone who is with an anxiety. If you're wondering how you want to share your passion, you want to share your fire, because this will bring them out of that slump and that anxiety and insomnia they have. Just your presence will bless them with the proper light. So awesome. Mish, I love you, Misha. Mwah.
Who are you and you love? I told y'all long distance, stop doing that. He gonna get you now. Misha, whoever it was. All right. I ain't giving you no more warnings.
All right.
Who's next? David?
Yeah.
Intuitive message. What do I make ads for first? Oh, you make ads for your ideal client first. Because I remember you. Because you came in earlier and you was talking about awkward.
Yeah.
And I told you that if it's awkward, they're not in your guild. So I want you to stop and make a complete description of who is your ideal client. You're advertising for too many people. Advertise for one person only. Only advertise for one person. Is it a male or female? First question. What's their nationality? How old are they? How many children do they have? Like, answer all these questions. There's a book called Shots Fired by April Beverly. I learned writing copy last 18 months. I've been studying like the art of writing. I've been at it for like 8 or 9 years, but the book Shots Fired, how to make your customer open their wallets and smack the buy button. That's what everybody wants. You want somebody to smack the buy button if you're online. So April Beverly, Shots Fired, Babs Writing, that's all her on Instagram. But if you don't have an ideal client, you desire with a shotgun. You shoot for one thing, and then all the rest of the people will come. All the rest of the people will come.
Nice.
But if you don't know who your ideal client is, you can't write to them.
Genius. I'm gonna take Megan. You can take Marcy.
Bet.
By the way, I'm gonna be right back. Marcy hooked me up with the OG tool. It changed my world.
He got surprises. Marcy, you out here lacing them like that? He laced and dipped. He's laced and dipped. Megan, any messages for you?
Absolutely. Get Marcy?
Now you want me to get Marcy. Marcy lace you. All right, of course I can get Marcy. But I got my energy on Megan, and I'm coming back for you too, Mark. Who you want me to get? You want me to get Marcy or you want me to get Megan?
Yeah, I'll pull a card for her too.
Okay.
You're both good.
Oh, for me?
Her pops made this. She hooked it up. Angelic Lightning Sage. It's my new rod, my new Ace of Wands.
Yo, that's freezing. Like, it just dropped temperature in here. That joint is cold, son. Whoa.
It's kind of chilly.
Woo.
Yeah, the Lightning Stage official rod and stick.
Yo. And it came to you?
Marcy sent it to me.
It was a gift.
It was a gift, yes. Gandalf. Okay.
Right.
The Hermit card is my tarot card, so I would take that.
Megan, you got the Yod
Destiny.
So this is powerful, but we got to look at, this is also a triad. So there's person, places, a thing. My person, places, a thing is love, abundance, and wisdom. You need more love, more abundance, and more wisdom. If you don't have more love, more abundance, and wisdom, that's because you have too much greed or too much ignorance or too much doubt. So you remove something, and the universe is always creating. So look at your 3. Also in the Yod Destiny, I call it till, nurture, and harvest. And rinse and repeat. You gotta, sometimes you feel like you're going down and you're losing it. You're actually tilling the ground. You just need to level off for a little while and nurture. And just get plateau at the bottom and nurture. And the next thing you know, the harvest will be happening. All right. Some of y'all want to pivot too hard. Some of y'all just want to go right down, turn around, and go right back up. That's what happens in Vegas when you gambling. You lost $20 and you want your $20 back right away. Don't do that. Till, nurture, harvest. Repeat. Till, nurture, harvest. No life runs in cycles.
Nice. God. So Marcy, we have the 7 of Swords and the Star card. You're working privately on your own. 2 Corinthians 5:18. The new is here. I'm gonna look that up. This is talking about expanding your consciousness. Even though the 7 of Swords can seem pretty sneaky, when it's with the Star, it's one of unconventionally raising your vibration. So this is really awesome. It's kind of like hacking reality with your own uniqueness. but definitely know your current endeavors are going to aid in greater expansion. But I almost see like you coming into what you want in a very unique way. Like you entered a cheat code spiritually and you hacked the system, which is awesome.
Tawana, I see that you said that you were projected with an emotional authority. I'm going to talk. Well, anybody that's got your solar plexus defined, you have to wait longer for the invitation.
Ooh.
Right, because you have to wait till the emotions die down. You can't make an emotionally charged decision.
Ooh.
Ouch. Right. Oh, you have an undefined solar plexus, so other people's emotions will get you hyped, and you'll be jumping.
I'll be thinking it's my feelings.
And it ain't.
Yeah.
You'll be in there. You'll just be sitting down drinking a cup of coffee. The joker behind you will come in talking about going to the gym and working out and starting his life over, and then he just get up and be like, "I'm out of here." He leaves right then. Next thing you know, you be like, "Why am I going to Planet Fitness?" And it's not even you. He got you all gassed up. Then you done signed up. And you're like, "I never go to the gym."
This has happened to me before.
And they hitting you for $20 a month. He got an undefined emotion, the solar plexus.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
You know about that?
No, yeah, it's ever since I learned about human design, it's been flipping my mind because like the second reading I had, she said I not only take in people's feelings, I amplify it and I hype it up. And for so long, I'd be in a room and I'd be feeling like they're my feelings until I'm alone, and then I feel like myself again. Like
7 out of 9 times. 7 out of 9 times.
Oh, so okay.
Because you have 7. No, you have 7 undefined houses.
Oh, that's what
there's 9 houses.
Okay.
Or 9 energy centers.
Yeah.
You got 7 of them are empty.
So that's what the 7/9 comes in.
Well, you don't have a 7 over. I'm telling you, that's just.
7/9. Okay.
7 out of 9 times you have that opportunity for somebody to come in and influence you while you're in a crowd.
It doesn't have to be explained.
Right. Okay. You got to know this sign right here. 20-second time out. So you can go in the room and be like, is that me feeling this or is that them feeling this? Unless they're paying you. Then you're supposed to guide them. Gotcha. And then you amplify their
feelings, and
which is what you're doing tonight, especially how he's holding 3 cards up there stunting on me.
And all things are of God, who hath reconciled us to himself by Jesus Christ, and hath given to us the ministry of reconciliation. 2 Corinthians 5:18. Thank you for the verse, CC Diamond.
Amen.
And that's it. Oh, no, we got more. Nika and KJ again. So I can take Nika, and you can take KJ.
Hey, West Coast crowd, I love y'all because I know my East Coast crowd is in the bed right now.
All right.
Almost 3 in the morning. They like, we finished. That means y'all have me up. I'm still on East Coast time.
I got the Emperor, which is Aries, which is your sun. So I feel like, Nika, this is what the justice. You're gonna have a lot more authority when you say things. It's the influence is gonna be very powerful, and you might not know that at first. So be mindful of how you come off, which is important.
What was the other sisters? Who was after Nika? What was her name?
Oh, KJ.
KJ.
You've been reading her a lot, actually. She's been coming back up a lot.
Word?
Yeah.
Oh, message. What is that? Is that M in Aries? What is that? North Node Aries in the 6th. My love is in North Node Taurus. Help me out. Read that. What are you seeing?
Yeah, it just says North Node in Aries in 6th, and my love is North Node Taurus in the 11th.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So when you start with North Nodes, that's very good what you're asking. Look at their South Node and say, I'm not supporting that. So you can't be, you have to take center stage because you're North Node Aries. Stop compromising and give until it hurts. That's Libra South Node. Cut that out. For your love, they have to work on their compassion because they have a South Node in Scorpio. So they've already buried bodies all over the place in prior lifetimes. And now it's about them recognizing value in themselves, So they probably are working on compassion. Like I said, they probably still hold grudges and things like that. So that Scorpio South Node is a beast. So support the value, their North Node in the value, and they need to support you taking center stage, because compatibility is when you're living your design. That is what compatibility is you being in your lane and your partner being in your lane and y'all being comfortable in your skin, not what you look like together. Is how happy both of you are, you know what I'm saying, in your own individual skin. That's a power couple.
Said you on point, coach.
Who said that? Who said that? Who?
KJ.
KJ.
Yo.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So these next two want human design cards, so I'll leave that to you. Oh. You remember pulling for her, right? When you were saying about putting the reap on the finances. I'll follow that one up.
Thank you. Let me do the human design one first. Don't overload me now. This is my first day at work.
Right.
And you trying to you over here
like,
I got another. I ain't finished this box.
Right.
Why you ain't got them boxes out there? I'm getting the answer.
Sanaa and Pineapple.
Sanaa, she's looking for the human design.
Yo.
They are in my hand already. There we go again with that gate 53 development, beginnings, transition and change. Ooh, look at the sun rising. Look at that. It is like a water. What do you call it? Not a water fairy. What happens when like the water element? Y'all look at that.
The water.
It's not a fairy. It's you know all the names. Don't choke up now. Not a water fairy. It's anyway.
Water fountain? No, you said not a water fountain.
Gate 53, development, structural progression that is both steadfast and enduring. The intensity to start something one moment will fall away in the next. Wait for clarity. Wait for clarity, development. Let it sort out first. Don't jump the gun. It's at the beginning. Transition and change. Do 3 moves out. Plan 3 moves out. Just like in chess, okay? Stop being so impulsive. This is development. And it's gate 53. 5 and 3 is what? 8. That's magic.
Is it nymph?
No, boys, get your mind out of it.
No. I was reading something else.
Yeah, but the sun is rising, and this is wind. This is wind over mountain. So wind is penetrating. So that's Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. That's the top hexagram. That's wind, and then this is mountain. So mountain is the praying mantis. So the mountain is very steady. So this is your meditation, so you can clear your head. Ooh, did I do that? Mountain is meditation, and air is the mental status. It's the cutting. It's the king element. Libra is the king of the zodiac. So that's it right there. Think about it. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. By now. I'm a book fiend too. Like I got a book for damn near every card.
That's amazing.
Oh, manifester. I'm doing
Pineapple Kisses, Rainbow Wishes.
Golly. You turn them out like that, girl? For real? Hold on. Yes.
No, the round of applause actually for you. Coach Killing.
I'm talking about the name, like with the name like that.
Yeah.
Pineapple Wishes and Rainbow Pineapple
Creative
Kisses
spelled
and Rainbow Wishes.
Oh yes.
Yes. Well, thank you for the applause. Manifester with the ego authority. Okay, the manifester. So when you meet one, their job is to inform. They're shot callers. George Bush is a manifester. Denzel's a projector.
Denzel's a projector.
He's a projector.
Wow, we've been up for a while. My whole battery died again. I got the battery, so it's cool.
Right. And we're gonna order. I'm gonna show you where you can order that cord so you can stop all that. That's totally nonsense. We will not do that no more. We're gonna order that Prime, and it's gonna be here Friday. That's over. That right? You're not. I'm no. I can't watch you do that no more. Because I used to do that. Right. I think it's like $17. You can be mad as hell when I show you this. No, you can be happy as hell. Manifestor with the ego authority. You want to pay vacation all the time. People with a defined ego want a paid vacation. They know who they are, who they are. Gate 64, the last of the I Ching cards before completion. There's a little confusion here. Pressurized. I need to know, do you have an open head or defined head. Pineapple kisses and rainbow wishes. Confusion, pressurized mental activity. Watch the thoughts are your enemy. The mind is your enemy. All right. Mind and the thoughts are your enemy. You are supposed to inform us, but you're not supposed to be doing all this work. All right. And if I was you, I'd try to team up with a generator, because that's what's going to be running the world when Uranus comes out of Taurus and goes into Gemini. So everybody's like, there's I was going to talk to you about that too. You know, there's really hardly anybody living who saw Uranus in Gemini. You have to be 84 some years old to see the last Uranus in Taurus.
No, actually, you know what? Donald Trump has Uranus in Gemini. That generation. But you're right. Like, there's not a lot of people who've seen it.
But by the time it come back, he'll be dead. He's gonna be dead in 7 years. Not because somebody killed him. He already.
He's always Pluto Leo.
But the clone, though, the clone Donald could be around.
Imagine if he's around for that Uranus return. Oh my God, that'll be crazy. He has Uranus North Node, 10th house Gemini.
He won't be able to run again, though. That's the great part. We're finished with him after this. I don't think he runs again for office because he want to get some of this weed money.
I think he wanted to come in, come out, just get in the infrastructure. He's like, I wouldn't be like
he won by accident. You know what I'm saying? He's like, this job only pays $200,000 a year. What the hell am I gonna do with this? What am I gonna do with this? I did what? Shit.
I'm doing the country a favor. Wait, what? I want to make more money. That's
but that's why he just fired your boy
Sessions,
because he was trying to stop all the weed money.
Oh,
he's gone. Right, all the hemp is getting ready to come through now.
Nice. Hey,
bring that through.
Divine blossoming. So, what to cut off for your financial manifestation? So, yeah, as far as clarification, because your main question was like, what is blocking you to get abundance? So it's important to know that even though there's certain minor things to cut off, you're not really being blocked. Divine blossoming, or divine blossoming. This is more so you opening up to receive. So as far as to kind of more illustrate that with the Two of Wands and the Judgment card, you really just want to. So Coach did mention your sister and mother, and there might be influences that could be not necessarily blocking you, but if you haven't squared away any indirect energy with them, that could block you. So as far as the Two of Wands, have an honest conversation with them. Are they seeing eye to eye with what you're doing? Because when it comes to your finances, you're going to have a profound awakening that will allow you to have more control, more creative control of how you make your money as you step more into independent success. But keep in mind that Four of Pentacles also applies. Ooh, I got the 10 too. So you're going to step into a lot of money, but you want to really see what direction are you going with it, really.
She pulls the flower and the mountain again. So anytime the flower comes, it can be happiness. So when do people bring people flowers? For recovery. So this could be a period of recovery. I'm dovetailing everything he just said about checking, is because family members, it takes a lot to recover. It takes a lot to recover, and a mountain, something that you still got to get over. Listen, Linda. Listen, you are the center of your chart. Your sister is your third house in Gemini. Your mama is the moon in Cancer, but you are at the center of the chart. You didn't come here to see. That's what I'm saying. You got to get in the guild that's not influenced by people who aren't doing their own internal work. If your mother and sister were doing the same internal work as you, then y'all will be all on the same page. All three of y'all will be watching this channel. But where are they? They're not doing the work. They still want to do it the old way. They're in an old guild, and that you feel is crazy restrictive. You know what I'm saying? And you know it's been uncomfortable because you're back asking about it again. That was uncomfortable for her. So that's been going on. So the recovery, do what you got to do to recover.
Yep. Woo. It's a lot of energy. Elia, we have the 6 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups. So if you need any financial assistance, don't be afraid to ask. Although this might be you giving assistance. There's financial flow coming into your life that will allow you to celebrate life. So you definitely want to, have fun, especially with your 7th house sun. Bring people into your world and rock their world.
Oh, I gotta give a big shout out to one of your biggest fans, Ty Phoenix. Oh, she rocks with you. I was rocking with you already, but then when she came in, she just kept saying, Mike. And I was like, who that? Then, so big shouts out. She might be watching up and lurking in the cut somewhere.
Someone wants to know your sun, moon, and rising, by the way. Tiffany.
Who's stalking me?
Miss Tiffany Hall. It's like, I'm so curious.
Please tell your sun, moon, and rising sign. I'm so curious. Divine Boss, I love you too. I'm moon in the 12th house. Oh, your emotions can be your downfall. Ouch.
Barbara Griffin. That's what
they want. Boss, which one you want me to do first?
Oh, my bad.
Boss.
My Gemini's like,
Master. You got my hand with 2 legs, Master.
My Gemini's like, do it all at once, God damn it. All right, let's I
want to honor the lady. She has a simple question, brother. Good gracious. Virgo rising. Let me hurry up too before he gets snapping again. Virgo rising, Sun in Taurus in the 9th house, and moon in Libra. However, I'm the teacher. That's why I got Sun in the 9th house. However, I have Mercury conjunct Saturn also in the 9th house. So I have 3 planet stellium in the 9th house in Taurus. So I'm always talking about value. He always says I'm dropping gems or jewels or something of value from a high level. And my phrase is from high level down to eye level, because that's my job. I am, I'm the master of the unfair advantage. I don't teach regular people. I teach ninjas. I teach Navy SEALs. I'm not a general practitioner. I'm a surgeon. So all of you all, y'all are part of my tribe. Oh, y'all checking me out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in his tribe. I watch his back. He watch my back. He won't answer the phone sometimes. I be having some emergency calls. Not for me sometimes, but for other people. And for me to even reference somebody right now in this age of charlatans, just false prophets. I heard it the other day. I was like, I'm so happy Jupiter is coming, because Jupiter's going to get their asses exposed out here, not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I am rambling. Excuse me. All right. Who am I supposed to be getting next, boss?
Barbara.
Miss Griffin, how are ya? Aquarian sun, Sag moon, whatever comes. Thank you, guys. Much love.
Sometimes I will dodge his calls because it's like, oh, this is too much now. I know he's about to drop too much. I'm not ready right now.
I'm in the middle of something. Okay, so I know now when he answered the phone, he got time.
He got time. Today I got time, cuz.
Today you got time. Barbara, you said anything, right? Whatever. Don't watch out for whatever, because then you might get Mike's specialty.
Ooh.
Lilith, the mystery. And you got the shades on in this picture. You may not always have that, but Lilith, man, is your raw sexual energy. You have to honor Lilith, but you can't take her everywhere. That's the caveat. You cannot put her in the closet, because she will cut up. She'll come out at the most inappropriate time. So honor her and your raw sexual. And this goes for everybody, but I guess specifically for you, Barbara. Take them shades off and let somebody look deep into your eyes. Oh, I got a channel for you. Stop worrying about somebody else's feelings. What about you and your sexual prowess and your sexual power? What about you? Doesn't your sexual energy deserve to come out? And Lilith is cock diesel. I don't know if y'all know what that means, but she is like strong if you know how to utilize her and honor her. A word of warning, before you put Lilith on something wrong with the sex, put Lilith on your altar. Give her something. But Lilith ain't trying to do relationships. I have to be clear. She's not trying to relate. She's trying to fuck. She wants sacrifice. So some people want, Oshun want honey and sweet things. What does Lilith want? As she wants some bone.
The good.
The wet. The drip. Okay.
None of the weak stuff either.
So
she'll get mad.
So you might want to sit down and drop your own deck of cards on the message Lilith has for you.
So we have one more. Do you have a channeled message for Vibe High with Luna Moon? She says, Coach, I need guidance. Can you give me a channeled message? I'm an Aqua Sun Moon, Cap Venus, and Cancer rising. So she's an 8th house Sun Moon, most likely.
I really appreciate you, Aquarius, is showing me all this love tonight. I have rethought a whole lot about that. Let me read that again. Let me dial in.
I got you.
Coach, I have I need guidance. Can you give me a channel message? I'm Aquarius Sun and Moon, Capricorn, Venus and Cap. Cancer rising. Your new t-shirt is I am the Phoenix. I am the Phoenix. You gotta let your hair down. You gotta let your hair down and stop being so concerned. Like we're in the generation of stop being concerned about what others think. And if you old school, you know, and you got Pluto and Virgo, then you ain't gonna get no resolution without conflict. Some of y'all are just gonna have to like look your enemy in the face while you kick them in the balls. Stop being so intimidated by your enemy and go run at your enemy. Focus on what you can do versus what you can't do. When you finish what you can do, what you can't do will probably have evaporated by then. We spend so much time in analysis paralysis, mental masturbating ourselves. She said she was an Aquarius too. She had Aquarius Sun. Y'all the mental masturbators of the zodiac, more than the Libra. So at least the Gemini lets it out his mouth. Y'all can't even say nothing. It's just
oh my God.
But I love y'all.
And no wonder they're fixed, because the thoughts just keep them stuck. This came to me right now.
That's why she asked for a fixed sign. She had to come she had to come see a fixed Taurus. Help me.
Yeah.
Help me.
Virgo, Sun, Cap, Moon, Aries rising. My goodness, everything's changing. You got this, Raichi. Ooh, you got this for real. We got the Magician, which is your Virgo, and your Cap Moon, which is the Queen of Pentacles. So you're on this, my friend. You're totally on this. You are giving yourself the tools. You're giving yourself the tools to manifest your worth. So utilize your talents, utilize your passions. This will help you manage your funds so much better. And you're going to step into a lot more money because of what you could do. So amazing.
Oh, look at my money.
My name is Fuad. Please a message for me. Seems each message also applies. Receiving and hearing the lessons, studying hard as I can. Sun, Cancer, Moon, Libra, rising Scorpio.
I want you to go first, but I'm still got something to say even before I touch the cards. When he said, seems each message also applies. You know why? Because this your guild. This your guild. I am in the love of all, and all love is in me. I am a part of all, and all is a part of me. I am one with all, and all is one with me. I can succeed as a part of all and fail as an individual. You are part of us. Of course, different facets of you of your being are speaking for you and representing for you. Dun, 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 dun. We're just gatekeepers who are afraid of the karma if we play with y'all. I ain't going for it. He can go. He don't go for it either.
Nah. He's Saturn Sun. I'm Saturn Moon. So okay. It doesn't work well.
No.
But I do have the 2 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. So there might be a relationship that didn't work so well. Maybe someone tried to play you and you're a little bit stuck on that. So once you kind of really move on, and if this hasn't happened yet, be mindful You might, it's either something that you're moving away from or a relationship that will actually heal those wounds. But we do have the star. So what seems like a disappointment will actually lead into great victory down the line.
Yeah, and put something in the coffin that belongs in the coffin. That's I mean, it's not negative. Could be an illness, so you might have to take some vitamins or some supplements. Be watching out for your health. But what is it that needs to go in this coffin to get you out of the way? You gotta, you know what I'm saying, bury the dead and celebrate the living. Amen. Lily is in the building.
626.
That Mazda? Is that who's that? That's me or you?
That's you.
Lily.
You know what? That's me. Lily, we have the King of Cups and the Tower and the Four of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. So we're looking at where you want to be mindful of who this King of Cups represents in your life, whether it's a father figure, whether it's a compassionate individual, because they're going to bring a lot of happiness. This is probably someone you may be romantically involved with or work with. But what we're seeing here is money and happiness, instant manifesting. Through this King of Cups, though, it could even be someone that you had an argument with, but you're able to patch that up. So congratulations. This is going to come through now, too. So that's what it is.
Hello, hello, hello.
And Luna G.
Luna, Sag Sun, Pisces Moon, Cancer rising. As we is the moon in Sag yet?
Right now.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay. So you came to my fourth house wanting to get a channeled message. Man, more nurturing. You know, as a Sag, I know you like freedom, but you still gotta care, self-care and care for others. That's how you attract the right people, man. Is really taking good care of yourself. And Pisces moon. Listen, repeat after me. This is for you, Luna. When I let go and let God, I win. When I let go and let God, I win. Your other affirmation is, this ain't my job, it's God's job. You really ain't, your moon ain't built like that to be doing a whole bunch of work. You know what I'm saying? Like your stuff is all, you're channeling from the highest of Big Mama. You should have all type of divination cards. You should have some cards. You have to have some pendulums. You got to have some shells, like all of that, coconuts. But you got the power and the Cancer rising. Oh, you're nurturing folks all the time. Watch.
I got all these decks from a Pisces moon. She had mad decks.
And then she gifted them to you?
Yup.
Damn. You got a spare room? I can't stay out here that long though. You worked at that. Yo, in that Cancer rising, sometimes you have to do this exercise and brush people off your breasts. You breastfeeding people a little too long, you know, because they're coming to you and just sucking, and you can get delusional too. So take your time and come back in and focus. But you can't smoke and meditate. You got to have those separated. You gonna smoke. You gonna meditate. You know, I ain't trying to tell your business.
Ooh, all right, and that's it, folks. Oh, every time we about to end, someone's like, nope. All right, Amber, the channel love message I have for you is make the first move. Actually, I get the sense you might be involved with someone. So if there's someone who's into you, so it's twofold. Anyone that you like, don't necessarily just make the first move, but like put yourself out there. Let them know there's interest. But I'm getting for you, Amber, that there's somebody who you're not really giving a chance because they don't know how to present themselves. Like they may not know how to groom themselves the best, or they might be awkward, but they're actually really, really, really great for you. Like they're just not that socially inclined, but they have everything else packed. They actually really a lot of what you like. It's just they put their foot in their mouth and their social energy, it might be so not good, that you don't get the chance to see that. So that's the message I have for you. Just keep that in mind. Someone who doesn't make a good first impression can actually be really great.
Walking miracle, that's all I mean?
No, B Mills actually.
Dang.
But go, you should take Walking Miracle.
I was coming.
I'm gonna take B Mills.
I'm conflicted. Raised Christian, 7th generation. You are not your past. I repeat, you are not your past. You have the divine right that God gave you to choose the path that you are going. But you chose your parents. What does that mean? You chose a challenge. The only way God can grow is do the opposite of what he's already mastered. You've already mastered the Christianity thing, son. If you come back into a household as 7th generation Christian, you're probably being born back through yourself. Ooh, you're being born back through yourself, through your same line, and they're just waiting on you to change. But guess what? Lessons you don't learn only get harder. You can step away now, or you can go ahead and keep coming back, reincarnating. I would choose option door number 2 and be like, yo, I'm finna make this change today. Stop letting that peer pressure, man. You know what I'm saying? Sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words will never hurt me. Bam. Do your own thing. Do your own thing, man. And when you study in astrology, you already over here, you're creating your own Bible. The word Bible stands for basic instructions before leaving Earth. Study astrology. Psalms 19:1. Holla. Go hit everybody in the face with that one. Astrology is in the Bible. Pow! 19:1. Psalms 19:1. Pow! That's all you got to keep saying. Psalms 19:1. But what you mean? The heavens are his handiwork. God created the stars, sun, the moon, and the stars. That's his, and it says in the Bible, he said everything else in here is true. This is his handiwork. This is light work to God. You know what I'm saying? So you studying more of yourself by studying the creations of the Creator. They don't be mad at you. You studying botany. They ain't mad at you if you studying parts of the body. Why ain't they, supporting you when you want to study parts of God's creation?
I just sent a link to that talks about astrology in the Bible. So that'll definitely help as well.
That's several. You can Google that and be up all night.
Oh, for real. So B Mills, the channel message I have for you is, what is your hustle? What is something that you're willing to put hands on? Because something that doesn't really bring as much money now is going to bring a lot of money. And it's not even about money. It's something that you're doing that's like a hobby, that's really more so you're good at doing, that's really about to take center stage and will really, change how you really see and live life. So keep that in mind. Something that starts off small will really come into huge focus, and it's going to really tap you into your higher purpose. Lactic heart, we have the Page of Wands, which is urging you to be very excited. Stay in excitement. You're going to receive very exciting news, and you want to be encouraged outside your comfort zone.
KJ told you ain't going nowhere.
For real?
He stay here, KJ, but I can call it Uber. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't going to do him like that.
Oh. The Lilith in Cancer retrograde 9th house message. Oh, God.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Star. So it's actually saying that your consistency is going to pay off very greatly. The consistency you put in the work you're doing is actually going to reach the influence or the notice of someone highly influential. And they're going to admire a lot your consistency. So, I mean, the 9th house is a lot about, teaching and also really coming into meaning. So with Lilith in Cancer retrograde, the message with that is to really own up. You're indirectly teaching people how to erotically express their feelings. It's so subtle. And that's what's really going to kind of like grab the attention of someone who you may not have noticed was looking at you, but not in a creepy way.
Why are you trying to channel this card? I ain't show it to you. And I went human design because when he talking Lilith, I just be quiet. Preponderance of the small. Ooh. Detail. Manifestation through detail. Ooh. That summed up the whole thing he just said. Manifestation through detail. Preponderance of the small. What did he just say? You might be overlooking something. Preponderance of the small. Pay attention.
Hey.
Pay attention to the little small things. Gate 62. So go type in Gate 62, human design. Oh, voila. Self-discipline, metamorphosis, discovery, restraint, develop a new routine. These were gifted to me too.
Oh, nice.
That gold is stunning. I may say so myself. If I do say so myself.
So Miyoshi Hicks, I like how these wands are facing each other. This is like a meeting of minds. Your fire is going to meet your Aries moon, I feel, is this page of wands. And really get excited because there's an idea that's going to be pitched your way with someone who has the resources, and you're definitely going to be their passion project to where both of you see eye to eye. This may already be happening. Jupiter and Sag is definitely going to very excitingly put your plans into motion. So be in a position to really put your desire in words, write it down, and see what you're going to bring to the table. Really awesome.
Yay! This was fun. And
This
y'all
is
letting
really
us go.
fun.
Why am I watching 2 flying cheeseburgers in space? Because that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants the beef, baby. We come with
Everyone
cheese.
wants the
Everybody
beef.
wants the beef.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's the Angus.
The premium cheese,
The
too.
premium.
No
Not that-
play.
Right. It's that goat cheese, buddy. That expensive goat cheese. But they said the most expensive cheese like came from donkeys. From donkey milk. Making a cheese from donkey milk. It's like $1,000 a block.
What?
I don't want any of it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, do you have any final things to say before we dip?
This was dope. My thing, meditation. So I've been meditating since 2001 when I started practicing Tantra, Tai Chi, Reiki. Their master Sunyata Saraswati, got to give him a shout out. Got to give a shout out to even why I'm in Vegas in the first place. The god Toph in the form of Mitchell Earl Gibson is teaching at the Luxor on Saturday. But meditation, man, like all my master teachers have always emphasized the power of meditation. So I am giving it away for free, the best of what they taught me, coachescloset.com. If you just put your name and your email in, you'll get the free meditation. No E, just coaches, like COACHS, closet.com. If you go there, put your name in, you get the free meditation. It's 17 minutes. Just do that once a day until you get up to 5 minutes. And add 2 minutes a day for every week. So at the end of the second week, you should be up to 7 minutes a day. At the end of the third week, you should be up to 9 minutes a day. Up to, then you should, when you get to 20 minutes a day, then you straight. Try to break it up if you want 2 10-minute sessions or 1 20-minute session. You can break it up into 2 2-minute sessions if you want, just to get to your 4 minutes or 2 2.5 minutes. We have to start utilizing this mind, and with as many people that are at least scratching the surface of human design, with Uranus going back into Aries and saying, yo, you sure you got all the knowledge of self that you could get? Y'all gonna start finding out that, the more the mind pulls you to your not self is because it's not disciplined. It's not disciplined. Napoleon Hill's always talking about a disciplined mind, always. So start writing things on paper too. What you write on paper makes paper. I also had a free goal writing class, man. A lot of y'all ain't got no goals. I was really disappointed. That's why I gave the class away for free. I loved everybody who showed up, but people don't know how to write goals down. We talking about law of attraction all the time, and it's deeper than that, yo. So CoachKClass.com. Very simple, Coach. It's free. It's free. You don't have to do anything. CoachKClass.com. It's a free goal writing class. Just please take that. And for your children, everything Coach do is for the babies, man. Everything I do is for the kids. If my father would have taught me some of this when I was 12, did you start with the cards at 12?
No.
Why are you looking at me like that? 4 years ago.
Yeah. 2012.
So if somebody would introduce you to this when you was 12.
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you're a beast now.
Yeah.
Right. And all of y'all who are younger than me, like I'm in my 40s. So if you're even listening to me, like he has a head start on me. even though I'm older, I got more laps around the sun. He has a head start because when anything I got, he can get. Well, at least 98% of it. Anything in my toolbox, he'd be like, "What that, coach?" I'd be like, "Well, go ahead, touch it, talk about it," because I want him to keep on striving because I didn't have a me when I was coming through like that. So that's me and my paying it forward, you know. But also remember, to whom much is given, much is required. Don't sit here and listen to this stuff that we telling y'all and act like it's a lottery. You know what I'm saying? You're responsible now that we told you. That's and true. Capricorn heard everything. Some of these lessons is gonna pop back up on y'all tomorrow, and Saturday on Saturday. Well, didn't Mike tell you? Didn't Coach tell you? Yes. Well, then do that.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying. So to close, I'm gonna do Natalie, right? Regarding your new focus, it's a lot of money coming in, and it's saying you want to focus on teamwork, which your Libra sun is going to be amazing to do. Find people who align with your goals and work with them, because you'll be able to come into a lot more security that way. So yeah, you guys are freaking amazing, and we will catch you on the flip side. Y'all have us here all night, I know, but yeah, definitely he's gonna be on the channel a lot.
Y'all ask for me, put him on the hot spot. I ain't gonna say nothing else to it till he got number, email. When he called me, I'm gonna come. But y'all put some pressure on him.
Word.
Yeah.
Someone was suggesting Capricorn season we do the peace talk, but I'm down for whenever. So
Saturn conjunct my sun. What are you talking about?
All right,
are you sure I can handle that?
Yeah, we should do a cap. We should do like some mega cap peace talk. We'll see. Or we could do a peace talk before I'll have you back on that time. So we'll see.
I got something to talk about for sure.
Well, you guys stay blessed. Peace out, y'all. All right.